Fill it.
I drink your milkshake.
You are listening to the Billionaire Podcast Network.
Moving my bones, no place to rest. Traveled up north just to find my head. I'm still corn-fed. Corn-fed. Moving my bones, no place to rest. Traveled up north just to find my head. I'm still corn-fed.
Go. All right, go. Welcome to Cone Fed, the show. Not yet, Sal. Hold on. Now's not the time for the station tape. We're gonna get the Corn Fed, the show only on the Billionaire Podcast Network. Ching, bing, 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 bing. Did he fill her up? Kevin's out again this week. Another DUI hit and run. He's back. He's back in jail.
Yeah,
But yeah,
they got him.
yeah, they got him. They got him.
Is that what we call being in trouble with the wife?
Come on, Jaymee. Come on, Jaymee. No, he's
I'm just guessing here. I honestly don't know what the fuck's going on. I'm assuming he's married or having an affair. You know?
he's in jail.
He's in jail.
He's in jail for
Podcast
a
jail.
drunk driving accident. But we got Sal here. Sal, how you doing?
Yo,
Nice.
yo.
Good job, man.
What do you want me, dude? Every time, I don't give a good intro.
It doesn't matter. We don't know what we're doing. But we have an awesome guest this week, folks. From hailing from my our homeland, Sal, all of our homelands from
Nice.
Dallas, Texas. We have the beautiful Jaymee Castles. Jaymee, how you doing?
Not bad. And that's one time nominated for the AVN and 2 time nominated for the TAAs. Go vote for me right now. I'm
Holy
doing pretty great.
shit.
That's yes, you were nominated for the AVNs. I did. I voted for you. I did vote for you.
Thank you.
I didn't recognize a lot of the other trans nominees. You know,
Yeah, neither did I. But I'm getting to know a lot of them now. And some of them, frankly, it caught me by surprise. I was just like, "You're still working? Good for you." And um, yeah, it was nice actually meeting them at the AVNs. But I've been hearing that it's very much laced in controversy.
yeah, I've heard that there's something going down with the AVNs lately. Well, I think it was you that was telling me this. So wait, what are the TAAs? Is that what is that?
The TEAs are the Trans Erotica Awards. Basically, there are AVNs specifically for trans performers. So that's going to be over at the Avalon in Hollywood. We're going to be having our party during the night of the Oscars, I think, in March 8th. And that's going to be fucking dope because I already have an orgy planned at my place afterwards.
Jesus
Nice,
Christ.
nice. That's
What do
gonna be.
you when you're planning an orgy? It's like any gathering. Do there snacks, beverages, or you just is it a lot of clean sheets? Like, what do you prepare?
Yeah, do you
I
bring
mean, it can
who
be
brings
whatever they want it to
ice?
be. It could be. It,
Can you bring some ice on your
I
way?
generally bring the napkins.
Oh, it's like that.
uh, no, but like everybody's tested there, so like essentially
Okay.
as performers we can't really fuck casually as much as civilians do because we risk the fact of like catching something and not being able to work. So whenever it comes to these parties, we all just kind of like show each other our tests where we can like scan the QR code and see that like this is legitimate, you're clear, awesome. The party's at my place, or hey, do you want to fuck right now? Basically. So it's essentially our green light to be degenerates that we portray to be on camera.
I imagine
Right.
it's like a hero gasm from boys.
I'm not familiar with that.
Oh,
Okay.
Herogasm. It was like a run in the comic book The Boys, and then they did an episode last year, but it was just where all the superheroes get together to suck and fuck and have like
Oh,
superpowered.
yeah, Yeah, my fucking ADD brain like just tuned that out. Yeah, it's pretty much just like that, except it's not that special with the superpowers. It's just people fucking each other and probably trying to impress other people. So like me, for instance, I can take 2 to 3 dicks in my asshole or a whole person's fist, and like that's about as special as it gets.
Okay,
That's special.
that is special. Yeah.
Don't let anyone tell you that's not special.
What is so? Which is more of a like challenge? Three dicks or a fist?
3 dicks because you got to make sure that everybody stays hard and keeps hard while like everybody gets in, and then once they're all
Hmm.
in, it's just a matter of like coordinating the movement of like whoever's inside of you.
Everyone's got
And
to go at
God
the
for
same time, right? It can't just be like pistons, like
no,
Yeah,
actually, that's kind of preferred because if everybody goes at the same time, it just kind of all flops out.
a
Like
yeah.
wimble
everybody just
a
pops out.
wimble wet. Gotta get
We
a good.
mow it.
You gotta get like a rhythm
Yeah,
going.
so
A
you gotta get,
wimble
yeah,
wet.
it is like a well-oiled machine. You gotta get like a cock rhythm going where it's like juggling. It's like juggling
So
cocks in your ass.
okay, hold on. Three cocks.
Exactly.
So one guy's laying down, one guy's standing up. Where's the third guy? Like sideways, like a T?
Are you familiar with like a high doggy position, or like I guess what some
Uh-huh.
people might call a froggy position?
Right.
So like one person is you're riding one person, the other one's standard doggy, and the other one's like higher
Hot.
angle
Oh,
doggy.
okay.
It works better for anal. A pussy just doesn't work for that.
Yeah, pussy won't cut
Hmm.
it for
Yeah,
three dicks.
that's
Pussy
one of
not made for three dicks.
the
My
pussy ain't
grandma
made
used to say.
the pussy ain't made for three. That's one of the shortcomings of the pussy. One of the failings of the
Timeless
pussy is
expression.
you can't.
That was on the cutting board for wet ass pussy, but it didn't make it.
And pussy
Yeah,
got left on the cutting room floor. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah. I
They were
guess
like, we
I
need
guess.
butt.
Okay, yeah, I guess if the audience hasn't figured it out yet, Jaymee is trans and porn trans porn actress.
Is there any point in asking pronouns? It's pretty obvious, right?
Yeah, it's God and Your Majesty. No, I'm just kidding. It's a she, her,
Sure.
preferably.
That's what I
But
figured.
frankly, but frankly, I'm not gonna throw a bitch fit about it if otherwise, considering that I don't voice train and my voice just sounds like a faggy, nasally Hispanic. So
Yeah. Yeah, you do have like a you have a more masculine, like straighter voice than a lot of guys I met in Brooklyn. Just like
But wait,
guys trying to get pussy sound
Jaymee, let me
I
gayer.
hear
mean,
the voice though.
I can turn it on where
Yeah,
it's just
yeah, I
like,
want to
oh
hear
my
it.
God, hey, let me give me a second. I have to like pretend like I'm getting fucked, because that's when it turns on. Oh my God, hey, I'm Jaymee Castles. Nice to meet you. It gets a little bit just slightly
Yeah,
more nasally.
Yeah. But that's not I mean if you're attracted to trans women, it's like the voice is not necessarily
not
too,
important.
it's really like the tits and the penis or what, that's what we got this.
Unfortunately, not all of us can be born like Bailey J, where they have that much of a feminine voice to begin with.
Did she always sound like that?
Yeah, I've kind of actually known her since like the 4chan days. So she 100% has always been that way.
Okay. Okay, I did. Yeah, I've only known her as a lady. I don't know her personally, but I've only known her as a lady, who with a penis,
One of the good ones.
I
with a
remember Kimberly
good
James.
penis. Yeah, she has a good penis. Jaymee, you have a good penis.
Thank you. I just speaking of Bailey J, I just did a scene with one of her best friends 2 weeks ago, the Friday before the AVMs. And yeah, apparently I was a bit of a problem initially to start with, that we had to like take a bit of a break for her to warm up for me.
Yeah. Yeah, Jamie, I've talked to you, so some prior to this, and it's yeah, you live a much different existence than I think me, Sal, or anyone involved in this show up to this point. Like, you live a very like libertine, like fun, hedonistic lifestyle, and I'm like,
I mean,
I'm scared to talk to girls.
I can be your wing girl slash wing them wing they person, whatever, to help you out with that. But it wasn't always like this. I just quit my corporate job at a major insurance company like last July so that I can
Dalton,
cash out on what's up?
Dalton wants to know if he can practice kissing on you.
Can I practice kissing on your
Yeah, of course.
penis?
Just like go get tested at talent testing center or a clear facility, and frankly, I'll let you
Yeah,
fuck me if you want
yeah.
for a
I
scene.
want to practice kissing girls on your penis.
So,
Yeah, of course, you know.
so as someone that's never been tested before, what does that entail?
It's just gonna be a blood draw of 2 vials. You
Oh,
have
okay.
to also do a throat swab, which depending on where you go to, they might be assholes and just like practice your deep throating skills with a cotton swab all the way down there.
Hmm.
You also have to do a piss test if you have a penis, and you also have to stick a cotton swab up your asshole, just a little bit, frankly, nothing frankly uncomfortable or amazing, and put that in a testing tube
But
as
nothing goes
well.
up your dick hole.
No,
Oh
those things are
man,
gone.
thank
Not. It's
God.
not the Vietnam War. Yeah, it's not.
They gave up that testing method since like the 90s.
Dude, when I heard about it though, I told myself I'm never doing that, and I've never been
Yeah,
because
but
I thought that's still how they
But
did it.
Jamie's people are into that shit. Like I've gone on to
well, yeah, I'm into that. That's called sounding. Like
yeah,
it's honestly a good time.
Well, thank God that you guys came along and they've updated that.
yeah, because I've
But
seen like going on an X hamster, switching it. Hypothetically, let's say I've done this.
Sounds going on my dick.
Let's say that this is something that
of
I might have
course,
done.
if you were to search for it, you would
If
go
I
on
was on X
X Hamster.
Hamster and I switched over to the transgender side of X Hamster, and I'm just I'm thinking I'm gonna watch two trans women do sodomy with each other, and then they're shoving metal rods up each other's cocks. I'm like, whoa,
No,
whoa,
no,
whoa!
no,
I was just here for butt fucking. I don't know what this
no.
is.
Now there
Oh,
is
I can't.
extreme sounding where people can like stick a pinky in their urethra, and that's not for me. I just
Fuck
mainly
that.
prefer like the small rods
Fuck.
because those actually feel like you're being jerked off from the inside, which is weird.
I
Especially if
want to
somebody puts a
feel you
vibrator
from
on it.
the inside.
I'm
Damn,
But
jerked
yeah.
yeah,
on the
back to the whole testing
outside.
question, you get your results quick within a day. And the thing about it is, those facilities are able to be verified and vetted for, but it's a bit of a scam because every time that we test, it's roughly about $300, and we have to test every week, if not every other week, for studios and working with other people. So
Oh my
the
God. I
the
wonder,
the cost the cost of entry to do porn is fucking expensive.
dude, I wonder
Yeah.
if there's like a business for traveling VD testers.
Like a
Mm.
door like
Show up a little kit, show up on set, you know?
yeah,
If you're
like a
passive,
door to
if
door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
basically if you would have to be pass verified, so the organization pass, which operates through which talent testing and clear and everybody else that the adult industry uses, has to report their results to pass.
That's a business
So
that I
if
could
you
pass down to my kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
exactly,
Old man started this, okay?
Yeah. Your grandfather tested trans cocks for diseases.
and so will
I t-
you.
yeah, I tested trans cocks for this is the family business. You're gonna go out there, you're gonna swab some trans cocks to see if they got
Well, I mean,
VD.
and unfortunately you have to do that to dudes too, so that's going to be the shitty part.
Yeah, no son of mine's gonna be a lawyer. You gotta go out there and swab trans cock.
Oh my God. What are
Oh
you gonna
yeah,
go
but
be a
like
doctor or a lawyer? You're gonna swap penises.
Yeah.
I've been doing porn since December 29th of 2021. That was also the same day that my dad died. I did my first scene the day that my my dad died
You were
12
like,
hours before
finally,
that.
I can do
Yeah,
No,
porn.
actually, here's the funny thing.
I'll never see it
Everybody
now.
knew. Everybody in my family knew. I didn't keep secrets from them. They knew that I was trans. They knew that I fucked everything,
Was your
and they
dad?
knew that I was gonna
Did he
do
have a
porn.
Mexican accent?
No, no,
Mijo,
he was born in Texas.
mijo,
So
you
he was one
sucked
of
a
the
dick.
cholos, one of the
Hmm,
original cholos.
Oh, nice.
Uh,
nice.
and he basically looked like the. Have you ever seen Blood In, Blood Out by chance?
I haven't, no.
Seen what?
The Blood In, Blood Out. It's a Hispanic growing up in the hood movie.
No, they didn't make us watch that growing up.
Well, he looks like one of the characters in that movie. Danny Trejo was actually in that movie, one of his first ones.
Damn.
But the reason I bring that up is he's just from that era. He's a guy that was born in 1946, and he basically would saw all the debauchery of the 60s. I mean, that was his peak. So frankly, one of his 13 kids turning out to be trans and a fucking porn star wasn't really a big deal considering that there were so many murderers and drug dealers in the family already.
Right. Yeah. Damn, 46. Yeah, an old dad.
Yeah, I know. I got the old jizz. I was a trauma baby because my mom and my dad met in the ICU unit when their first spouse died in the rooms next to each other.
Oh my god.
Oh, that's a real meet cute.
Yeah, but that's why all of my dad's side of the family fucking hates me because I'm like the trauma baby that brought in the woman that was trying to replace their mom.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, I love some good family drama.
Love tragically is that's the movie. Love comma tragically. So wait, so Jaymee, you just got boobs. You just got a
Yeah,
nice
I did.
set. Yeah, nice
Oh,
rag
those are new?
installed.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got them on September of last year.
Oh wow.
Nice. You financing those? You paying
No,
those off?
fuck no. I had to like pay for that shit through the money that I earned through porn and like cashing out my 401k from the insurance company that I was at. Everybody was warning me against that, but I'm like, frankly, I'd rather die poor, slightly happy instead of having like X amount of money here and like fucking
No
hating the way that
tits.
I look.
Yeah,
So
I would
Yeah.
rather
I,
die with
I
a
took my
nice set of
chances.
jugs than, with money. You can't take
You
it.
don't you
Look,
don't
no
want to
matter
drop
what,
dead
you
and have
can't,
the
whether it's money or titties, you can't take it with you, really. But, if I'm going to
And frankly,
die,
these things are like they're like amazing fidget toys because like I'm just bored and thinking and I'm just doing this and I don't realize that I'm doing that for about 30
oh
seconds in public and I'm like, oh shit.
bro, I would play with I mean, I do now, but like if I had like a woman's breast, I would constantly have my
dude,
hands on them.
imagine how cool it'd be to be able to, like, play with your nuts and your tits at the same time. That'd be
Oh, it's
sick.
fucking spectacular. Like jerking off is a fun activity, but I haven't been able to do that since fucking Thanksgiving because I've been so busy working. And I mean, what am I complaining for? My busy work is just fucking people or getting fucked, but I haven't had time to like actually enjoy myself off cam.
Right. Yeah, your job is sucking and fucking. So when you say I haven't jacked off since November, it's like, but I have had I've had sex with like what, had 100 different people since then. I don't know how.
It's that Stavros Halkias joke before he like kind of went over the shark where it's just like, yeah, I don't play Madden anymore. I just play for the Dallas Cowboys. Where I don't watch porn anymore. I just fuck sexy women all the time.
Right. Yeah, yeah, like
But
um yeah, not yeah, you can go without jerking off because your day-to-day existence is, having a good time with holes.
and I mean
Uh
and yeah, like poor me. Like I'm one of the few trans girls with a functioning dick in the DFW region. So everybody's just reaching out to me. Hey Jaymee, can I suck your dick for a video? Hey Jaymee, can you fuck me for a video? I'm like, okay, I guess so.
nice.
Yeah.
Damn. That's cool. Yeah, it's good. The business is good. So with the titties, is this your like is this your like Frieza final form? Are there any more
No, I want to get it.
transformations?
If I can squeeze some money out of somebody or like make enough money, I want to get a BBL too, possibly.
What's that?
Just so I can
Brazilian
have
butt
an awesome
lift.
ass to go with that.
Uh
Yeah, big fat ass, nice big
you're
titties.
Hispanic though.
Not Kardashian level though.
No.
Right. Yeah, a more refined, understated fat ass for sure.
If I could give you some of mine, I would. I got a fucking treasure trove.
Sal's got a donk
I'm
on him.
teeming with ass, as Dalton would
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Sal has the perfect ass for getting fucked by a trans lady.
Dude, if I went to jail, it would be game over.
Dude, yeah. Sal would, like,
But I would run it though. I'd be like, all right, who's first? You know what I
Jaymee,
mean?
you could clap Sal's cheeks, no problem. It would
Give him
See,
a little
sound.
that would
clap.
be great if I was into fucking like no offense,
I,
just the
let's hear
average
it. Let's
guy.
hear it.
I was into fucking fat Italians.
But I'm more into fucking twinks or like femboys,
Yeah.
or people that are like early in their transition,
My back
like
shot air
when
is not
they're
what you're looking for.
not quite. I mean, I'm what they refer to as straight for pay. I will fuck you if somebody's paying for that.
Nice.
Yeah, we'll get prices and stuff afterwards, honestly. We'll talk
Of
about
course,
that
yeah.
later.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if anything, Sal at least will pay for some like custom vids, some role play, some
Oh yeah,
JOI.
that is basically how I make my money. That is now my day job where I have to make the occasional video jerking off in a specific way. That's why the setup is like this. I was just fucking my girlfriend for one of her custom quests.
Yeah, yeah. You have a nice setup that looks like it could either be your bedroom or one of those just like cubicles in a warehouse. You know what I mean? Like
Well, I mean, like I can show you what's going on here. Like it's not fucking spectacular.
oh no,
It's
Oh,
just
camera
oh
instantly
shit.
your
Oh,
your
it
camera cut
disconnected.
off. They're not gonna
instantly.
let you show us the fucking
Square. Maybe not, but let me see.
What
We'll
has that
see about
Squirtle
that.
seen?
horrors, man-made
What has that
horrors
Not
Squirtle
much.
witnessed?
Not much.
beyond the
Not
imagination.
much lately.
Oh yeah, that's what you look like.
Um, you got nice lighting. What do they? Is that the is what do they call it? Is that the trans lighting?
It's
Not quite. I'll
transition
show you
lighting.
here. So like
Even her lenses are
so
transition.
this is what I'm working with. Like that's essentially all of that shit. No, transition lenses fucking suck. And like this is the horror show of the other side of just like a messy fucking room that I have to hide everything behind these
Yo,
partitions
what are those? Were those
so that
bad
I can
dragons? Were those dildos over there?
no, those are things that go over your head so you can just have like little Grogu ears or a unicorn horn. My
Oh,
dildos are right there though. I mean,
oh,
I
they
got a
look
fucking
the
world beater over here.
world beater. What is a world
Like
beater?
Don't,
Sounds like
don't you're gonna
sounds like
hide.
something Thanos would use. What are you talking
If you
about?
gotta pull the curtain off, you got dildos plural. If you're pulling a curtain back,
Whoa! Whoa!
that is Thanos's wiener.
nah,
I don't know
Thanos
if I'm
looks like the
allowed to
type that would be
upload
small.
this. I don't even know. I don't know if
Well,
you.
I mean, y'all didn't
Dude,
stop
you could
me.
beat someone to death with that thing.
Yeah, yeah, that's a
I mean,
I
sub.
that
have something that could.
if you clock someone upside the head with that, you're knocking them out. At the very least, you're leaving a big mark.
Yeah, that's a weapon. That's
Speaking of Bad Dragon, though, I will take a sponsor from them if they are listening to this, and I will tag them. Sponsor your girl, and I will use your products and review them.
nice. Yeah, me too. I would love to look. We here at the Billionaire
Honestly, for the
Podcast
money,
Network,
if they're paying me, I'll use the
dude.
products and
We
review
here at
them.
the network, Billionaire Podcast Network, would love a Bad Dragon sponsorship. I love
Yeah,
giant, Hulk penises, Navi
dude. Any
penises.
any
Yeah,
sex toy company. I mean, this is the perfect
xenomorph,
spot.
xenomorph penis. Anything like that. Yeah, of
This would be
course.
the perfect show for that kind of sponsorship.
But
But yeah, that thing that I just showed, if you need to clip it out or like blur out my screen for that, that's the biggest one that I currently have, and that was the reason why I wasn't doing anal since November, also because I pretty much tore open my asshole to the point where I almost had to go to the emergency room
with that
because I
thing,
forgot to warm up.
you put that thing in your
Yep.
ass.
Well, where
I
else
mean,
is
I
it gonna
got
go,
it to
Dalton?
about like, let me just measure this out like off to the side here. So like I
Oh, we
I
saw.
it's literally the size of my forearm, but I got it up to here before problems happened.
And then what?
Right.
So that's you're out of commission then if you tore your ass. I mean, that's must have sucked.
No, I'm good now. I was out of commission up until January, like mid-January. That's when I just kind of did a full bounce back from that. But yeah, I've
Yeah,
been taking dick
you
regularly
rose
now
I think
from the
I think
ashes.
that seems
from
like
the
a
ashes.
that's like this that's like a no, I thought that was like a novelty. Like you got that Spencer's gifts. Like
Your
that's
asshole
something
rose
you
from
give
the
somebody
ashes.
No,
is like, yo, look how big this dildo is. This will never fit in anyone's ass.
I mean,
Spencers.
did you
Yeah,
not hear the start of this when I said that I can fit three dicks in my ass or an
that's
entire
true.
fist?
You got a three dicker there. You got
But is
a
that just like a trick, or is that like, do you feel like you need that much in your butt?
No, it's more like a trick, but occasionally from time to time it's just like, let's see if I can still do this or have lost the
Right.
ability to do this.
yeah. Well,
That's really
Sal.
cool.
And
I mean,
it is
Sal.
interesting.
The thing is, Sal. Like when a butt has tasted cock, it develops an insatiable appetite for
I
penis.
No,
imagine
for sure.
so.
Except the sad thing is I can't get it because it's not like I could fuck a random guy or even have a boyfriend because I
Well, you
can't
have a
trust them
girlfriend.
not to be fucking somebody else.
Right.
Yeah, but
You also
she
have
has
a
a pussy.
girlfriend. Number one
And
reason why you can't have a boyfriend.
Yeah. Yeah.
no,
It's
I mean
very.
like I could. Uh
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's true. People are kind of cool these days.
Yeah. It is a funny
it's just
conundrum to be like a trans porn performer, but also like in your personal relationships need expect some sort of like trad cath boyfriend where it's like, hey, you can't go out there fucking just anybody. I need you to be loyal to
well, here's
me.
the thing. I can't trust them not to fuck somebody bareback and then give me something that's going to stop me from earning money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Shorty got to earn. You know what I mean?
So yeah, I mean, you got look, that's the thing. We gotta get that paper, however we get it, and Jamie's getting that money with
If
her.
they were a performer, yeah, yeah, exactly. If they were a performer, maybe I would trust them a bit more. But
Right. Well,
nah, I
well, let's go back, Jamie, because there's more to you than just your penis and testicles and butthole and dildos. You're Mexican. You were telling me last night
see.
that you grew up or you spent some time as a youth in Juarez.
Nice.
That's right. Yeah, that was an interesting childhood that I didn't realize wasn't normal to the childhood experience until I got into high school.
Yeah, because you were telling me some like pretty harrowing tales of. I mean, for those that don't know, Juarez is a pretty gnarly border town. On the border of El Paso, Texas. It's like growing up in Texas, it was always this like cautionary tale. It was just like don't ever if you're gonna go to Mexico, which in North Texas is like a 20-hour drive, so it's hard. It's like pretty
Yeah.
far, but
Well, it's actually like 12, maybe 10 if you just gun it.
yeah, but it was Juarez was always this like mythological place where it's like just don't if you go to Juarez, they're gonna cut your face off and cut your tits off, and they're gonna find your headless corpse filled with semen.
But don't you
And
got to do something to deserve that over there?
No. No.
no,
I could tell
Really?
you firsthand no. I lost a cousin in the just most bizarre out of the nowhere kidnappings when we were just going to like a little bodega type store to get some groceries for the family. And because we're Hispanic, obviously him at the age of 16 already had a kid, so he was calling the mother of his child to check up on them. I was, I think, 8 at the time, maybe 10. And within about a 30-second span, we heard a car pull up in a rush and then take off. We later found out that they basically just scooped him up at the payphone and kidnapped him. And because they knew that we were American, because our Spanish kind of gives it away, they were asking for a handful of money. I think it was $30,000 that we didn't have. We told them that we didn't have it, and we later found his body just bludgeoned to death.
Jesus, god damn,
Yeah.
this was the cartel that did this.
I mean, it's hard to say, but
Just
if it was them or not, but people will do that even if they're not cartel affiliated, frankly. And most cartel affiliations don't make their money off of kidnapping. They make their money off of drug running.
so this
Yeah,
was just someone just kind of getting caught up in the lawlessness of the area.
a ruffian.
Yeah, pretty much.
A bandit, if you
Like it
would.
could have been they could have been associated. They could have been like knowing some people in that world, but it is what it is. And then
Just a
I
thug.
mean, I I had to in that particular area, I had to babysit my brother who's 4 years older than me, because he was a heroin addict, and I was basically his handler to make sure that he didn't get into any trouble. He later ended up becoming a mule. and when I wasn't around. And yeah, he's been in a handful of trouble and definitely associated with the wrong types of people.
Good lord. This is yeah, it's no way to for a child to
It's no
I
bueno, as they
yeah,
would say over there.
yeah, when I think when I was that age, I was like I was watching Dragon Ball Z and eating pizza rolls. That's how most of
Yeah,
my days were
Nothing
going, yeah.
really. I
I think
like my background noise was just generally consisting of me playing on a dealer's PS2 and whatever version of GTA they had, while my brother was just mainlining heroin off to the side, and I was just making sure that he didn't overdose that time, or else I had to go take him to the pharmacy and like get him some Narcan or
the
something.
Good
pharmacy.
lord, La Farmacia. So wait,
Well, the
so
pharmacies over there are amazing.
I've
Yeah,
heard
yeah.
I've heard it. You can get barred out at those pharmacies. You just go get all the Xanax and Klonopin you want.
You don't have
Uh,
it. There's no
Exactly.
FDA though, huh?
No.
There's not even, there's just like a guy named Hector that's like
Yeah, I mean they do inventory, but the best way to go about it
inventory.
is to bribe a doctor to make sure that you get the legitimate stuff. Because if nowadays, if you go to the pharmacies over there, they'll give you some bullshit. Like they'll give you some placebo pills telling you that it's the good shit. But if you go to a doctor and get the actual script and then go to the pharmacy, it's easier because when I went to go get my plastic surgery done over in Monterrey, Mexico, in Guadalajara, actually,
them
um,
titties is Mexican.
it
Those
was,
are
Yeah,
yeah,
Hensho de Mexico.
Hecho in
yeah, hecho en
Mexico.
Mexico. Hmm.
My
But
goodness.
they do good work over there. Frankly, I did my research. The plastic surgeons in the United States are slipping because they charge so much and they do shoddy work. I can name surgeons and girls that have gone to I can see girls' faces and tell at just a glance at 2 seconds who did their face because they're so goddamn lazy that they can't do anything creative to the person. It's just copy and paste onto the next person the same bullshit.
Yeah,
In Mexico, Colombia, and Spain, and then Thailand, those are the greatest places for plastic surgery right now, whether you're trans or cis.
really. That's
I wouldn't want to go to
interesting.
Thailand to get plastic
Mm-hmm.
surgery though. I'd end up with Chinese eyes.
Like I said, they
They
know
pin
what they're
that
doing.
shit
Oh,
back way too
also,
far.
Yeah, I wanted
no,
black
South
eyes,
Korea
not
also is
Chinese
one of the best
eyes.
places.
I wanted anime eyes.
You wanted the Wesley Snipes, not.
Yeah. Okay. So have you had facial stuff?
Oh yeah, like my jaw and my chin and my forehead, and I don't know if we can see right here. Maybe the scar's already gone, and my hairline. They basically what they ended up doing was shaving the brow bone right here and bringing the hairline down. So for a certain period of time in the surgery room, my face was hanging like half off so that they can do this shit. And I have
Oh
like a
no.
scar from here all the way to here that was being held together with stitches and staples for like the first week.
Oh, face off, dude.
Yeah, this is
Oh, the inside of my mouth, however, was gnarly though, because they obviously don't want to cut you up to fuck with this stuff right here. So
Oh
what they
my
do
god.
instead is they spread open your fucking mouth and go through your gums to shave down and contour your jaw and either modify your chin because now I have a killer side profile that I didn't used to have.
this is
Thankfully, I had a
I'm
good nose,
sorry,
so
by
they
the
didn't have to
way.
fuck with
Yo,
that.
this sounds like a fucking Cronenberg movie.
I wish yeah, I wish it was easier to get that
Yeah,
work
yeah, I
done.
would they got yeah, I wish there
Yeah,
was
no,
just
I
like
I
a pill you
definitely
could
don't have
take.
life on easy mode.
No. Oh my
There is,
goodness.
except it doesn't work that good.
You gotta want that. Like you gotta
Yeah,
like
because somebody was telling me that like when you get on like what is it like TRT or HRT or like whatever
Estrogen,
estrogen, yeah. That somebody was telling me that it like changes your face and gives you tits. And there's like trans women I've seen where I'm like, there's no way
like
that
you got to get on this shit that you have to like inject every week.
is that
Estradiol
a what
valerate.
is that?
estradiol.
Estradiol valerate.
Yeah, sounds like
You can
a
take it in pill form, a patch, or an injection.
sounds like a Star Wars character. Estradiol Valorant.
The
So
Estradar of Valorant
yeah,
system.
it's one of them people just hanging out in Jabba's palace that you didn't even realize had a name.
That's right,
So
R2. We're going to
yeah,
see Estradar of Valorant.
yeah, that's
But
the one of the characters
you can
all the like nerds know about. What were you saying,
so you can
Jamie?
actually track the progress of my transition. You can actually track the progress of my transition through hormones alone up until September of last year. And I got okay results. My face got feminine. My hair started to grow back because I had shitty genes as a guy. Like I was the only one in my family that had a widow. I was the only one in my family that was under 5'10", the only one that had a widow's peak hairline, the only one that had eye problems, and the only one that was fucking hairier than Robin Williams. So I had to go through tons of laser and electrolysis to get rid of the hair. Hormones helped out with that. It restored a lot of my hair back, and it made my skin softer and grew I grew some bitch tits that I wasn't a fan of, but it gave me some work to actually squeeze in about 4 pounds of silicone in each tit. So
Nice.
that was good.
Yeah, that's cool. You really, god damn, you really put in the fucking work and money and everything to do all that. I mean, look, it's paying off. Look,
Oh,
you have a nice feminine
Oh
face,
yeah.
big old titties.
Hey, God bless. You know,
God bless.
you're good looking girl.
Hey,
God
live and let
bless.
live.
Salute. Is
Let
you
a
know,
thousand blossoms bloom for all. Have you seen that Australian guy?
absolute bona fortuna. She's a good looking girl with red tits.
Oh, the balls on this
I
prick.
mean,
Oh, the balls on this break.
it's already paid off, frankly, like the work that I put in, but easily all in all, I've dipped into the six figures in my transition in just 3 years alone.
Yes, and you've had six figures in your ass as well, right?
Yeah.
Hey, I wish.
So
So wait, so as a like you as a young at the time you're AMAB. Sal, do you know the acronyms
for what?
Hmm.
Who are
for
the
being
A
for
acronyms?
male
being
assigned at birth.
assigned male at birth, AMAB?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm not that deep into it.
Okay. Yeah. They have like military style acronyms, but for being trans.
Private first class,
Yeah. There's AMAB, which is assigned male at birth.
no
AFAB,
private first
which is
class.
assigned female at birth, and FAG. Oh wait, that's not an acronym.
Whoa.
That's, oh
That's a gold star. I can say
Oh.
that, you know?
yeah,
Wait,
yeah.
is that, can
That's
we
our
say that?
N word.
I have to spell it. I have to spell
What,
it
faggot or fag?
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of like our N word for like the close friends that I have, where it's just like, hey, what's going on, faggot? And
Oh,
like
that's sweet though.
that's our hello.
right.
Yeah, I know.
You know,
We're
faggot,
we're
please.
we're
You know what I
taking it
mean?
back.
Yeah, you say it with a hard T.
Yeah, that T is
Yeah,
like,
Yeah,
that really makes a
you
difference.
really land on the T there.
I knew that, I knew guys used to
faggot.
call everyone faggy. Like, what up, faggy?
um, so let's enough with the hate speech, Sal. Enough with the
Oh,
slurs.
come on.
Come on. No, I started it. But
Oh,
so
that's the
wait,
best part.
yeah, it is fun. Slurs are fun. Like, folks, let's be honest. Saying slurs
Let's
is
be honest,
fun.
there's not enough racism towards Italian
Saying
nowadays.
trust me, Sal.
What
People do
what was the
not
one
like
that they were saying
Italians.
towards DeSantis? Yeah, but what was the
DeSantis?
one that they were saying towards DeSantis?
Well, they
What
Yeah,
do they
called
wasn't it
say?
like
him
pasta
meat.
monkey or sauce monkey?
Oh my God.
Well, there was
He's
Meatball
Italian?
Ron. Meatball Ron was one of the ones.
Meatball Ron.
Yeah,
I think it
Hey,
was
so
Mike
you're,
Racine who said that, so he could get away with it.
yeah. But so here's the question. So obviously, you're on your way to achieving your final form. You're in the throes of your transdom, and it looks like it's going well. But so as a young, but at the time boy, AMAB boy in Juarez, was there an inkling of the like in between kidnappings when you're like in the trunk of a car, and then getting
I
you
was
transported?
there.
like,
Yeah, when you're in the trunk of a cartel
you just
hatchback.
lying on your stomach like this, kind of
Yeah, you're kicking
waiting
your
for them to
feet
open the
up.
trunk.
You're kicking your feet up in the trunk. Are
No,
you?
I mean honestly, I was very much like over prepared non Boy Scout, funny enough, where it was just like, okay, I have my knife, I have my gun. They didn't fucking frisk me, and okay, I'm gonna get out of here pretty soon. And they didn't put any handcuffs on me. Well, I'm just gonna fucking get out the second this car slows down.
Right.
That's so
That's
funny.
cool.
But
It's cool to be
you
a
were saying like
badass
outside of
kid.
that, like
Yeah.
you just get exposed to so much nonsense that it just becomes like your 9 to 5 bullshit as a kid. Like, I rarely went to school because I had to make sure that my brother wasn't on any bullshit and I didn't want my best friend to die. So I always had to just look after him.
You definitely
Right.
had a different
Uh, but
upbringing. If my parents even
but
upset
yeah,
me
like
growing
it's
up, I'd start to cry. Like my voice would be like, "Ugh!" Like I
oh,
couldn't
I
get
was a
it out, the
bitch.
words, you
I
know.
I was I was a bitch. I would beat people up and cry and just be like, I can't believe you're making me do this.
You're like Ralphie from Christmas Story.
Yeah. I remember one
Uh
time as a kid, we had a VHS of like it was like I was really young, like 4 or 5 years old. And we had a VHS of like a Mary Kate and Ashley mysteries, one of them
I
detective
watch
things.
those all day, every
And
day.
I can't remember what
yeah,
happened, but I remember something in it just made me
SeaWorld?
cry. Like there was something that happened in this Mary Kate and Ashley detective tape. That I started crying, and my mom was like, "What is going on?" And I was like, Mary Kate and Ashley. And she's like, what about this is making you cry? And I'm looking back, I have no idea. So that was me as a kid, and
She couldn't believe it even then.
yeah, and Jaymee was, having to put a mirror under her brother's nose to make sure he was still breathing.
yeah. I had
So,
to no,
Jamie,
I had
your
to
father
basically learn how to drive when oh, go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just saying your father passed, but are you still close with your mom and the rest of your family?
Kind of sorta, but I don't like being around my family as much because I'm the successful one in my family. So it's always, hey Jaymee, can we borrow some money? Hey Jaymee, can
Oh
you help us out
wow,
with this?
it's like
Hey
that.
Jaymee, can you yeah.
There's no
But hey, hold on. At least they accept you for who you are.
That's what I was gonna ask. So
Exactly,
they're
but it's kind of like
100%.
veiled with some kind of just shadiness.
Does your mom call you
Yeah,
Miha now?
Yeah, actually, surprisingly, she does,
There you
which is
go.
very, very heartwarming.
that's
Yeah, I mean
good.
there you go.
So yeah, so that be yeah,
But
that's my question is because you mentioned this to me last night that at a very young age you kind of had an idea of who you are.
yeah, so like at the age of 4, I already started to hate myself because, again, I was a Hispanic kid who I don't know if you're aware of this.
Was it
We
from
generally
Drag
hit
Story Time?
puberty way too fucking. No,
Is
actually, this
that
was
what
worse.
started it?
So we were they tried to raise me Jehovah's Witness at the early part of my childhood, which was fucking miserable. But I immediately started to hate how I was growing because I saw how my sister was growing and I saw how I was growing. And that was at the age of 4 that I was starting to question just that I hated my body and I wanted to have what she had and everybody else in my family that was a
That makes a
woman.
lot of
I
sense.
got caught in women's clothing a couple times and got beat up and humiliated. And I got caught shaving my body hair at a young age too. And that actually caused like another just situation. And what really just kind of made them give up is when
But
they caught me
Mexican women
sucking
also
somebody's
have to do
dick.
that. Mexican women are also pretty hairy.
They are,
Yeah, but at the
but
time he
they
was a
had
Mexican
nothing on
boy.
me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not even joking, like 6, about to be 7, and was already hitting the early signs of puberty. I had
Jamie, you
like
were
a
saying
full
they
fucking
finally
beard.
caved.
Yeah, so like they finally caved when they started seeing like leave it to nosy parents to like ruin things for kids, but my mom was looking for a memory card for her digital camera to film my little
It's
brother's
always the digital camera.
5th grade graduation. And she went through my stuff and just grabbed one of the handful of ones that I had there. And she ended up seeing a video of me sucking a guy's, no, actually, sucking 3 guys' dicks at the same time while 2 of them were fucking me. And I
What
was
the
for sure a
fuck?
minor at the
I'll
time.
tell you what I'd do if I had $1 million.
Yeah.
uh,
One
And
of them was her brother.
my
She's like, "What the
sister and my
fuck?"
mom were there like at the graduation taking pictures and they were gonna look through the photos at the
No
school
way.
And they saw my amateur porn from before I was, well, yeah.
Were
So
they
wait,
like, hey,
how
you got
old?
something? We think you got something. Like,
We think you have the goods.
listen, your father and I looked at this and we agree. We want you to keep doing it.
Yeah, look, we haven't seen
Well, he
anyone
like
suck cock this
at that
good in a
point,
long time.
my brother had already OD'd several times, and they knew that I had to like save his life, and everybody else did as well. Like I had the most at the tally boards for like resuscitating him. Everybody else like had one or two, but they knew that we were just tired of the bullshit in life, and frankly nobody's a saint in my family. There's murderers, there's
It's like it is like
sad to
way
say it,
worse, is what you're
people
saying.
who
You're
yeah,
like,
so
dude,
like
I'm
we
not the
we
bad
we
apple here.
experienced so much death in the family. We experienced so much death in the family that by the time I was 8, I was numb to people just dying in front of me. And so was my family. I mean, one of my cousins just blew his head off because he said, "Hey, look at this revolver. It's unloaded." Bang. And my
Oh,
reaction at the time was, shit, let me just call the ambulance, and somebody put a blanket or something underneath his head so it doesn't spill over to the rug. Uh, and
well,
that was just
wow.
everybody else's reaction. They were just like, "Oh, well, there goes him."
Good lord.
That's
You know, it's
that.
crazy because
And
like
like
people are
we
so worried about
So wait, how old were you in the cocksucking pictures?
I will not even say because that is fucking
it's too
Oh
just
young.
yeah,
that
yeah.
was
Look,
probably
That's why they were upset, probably. And that wasn't even probably the guys. It was just like, whoa,
yeah, okay, yeah. I
these are
can
like
understand.
men from the village that we
Yeah,
know.
I'm not gonna pry into
This
that.
is fucking.
well
It's
the reason for it, like, let's not forget that Asa Akira's career almost got canceled when she admitted to doing some bullshit similar to this not long ago.
Yeah.
which
I
is
don't want
crazy because I remember having my phone confiscated at that age and like the principal threatening, because I had nude pictures of like other girls, and it's like, but I'm also underage.
yeah,
Like,
I
what the
remember
fuck?
one time my parents
No.
had this like they'd bought one of the early like Nikon digital cameras and I was just playing around with it one day and took a picture of my nuts and
You created child porn.
and they were like they had opened the camera one day and saw this picture of my like little fuzzy nuts and they were like, "What the fuck did you are you making porn?" And I was like, "Oh, I forgot I did. I forgot there
Imagine if
was
they found something like his parents found.
yeah, I know her
Or,
parents.
oh my, excuse me,
Come on,
Jamie.
Sal, come
But
on."
no, I'm
Don't
I'm
worry about
referring
it.
to you at the
Time and a
time.
place.
Time and
Yeah,
place.
exactly.
See,
So
I'm actually more with it than you.
Hmm.
like I said, I'm not gonna throw a bitch fit and just say that Sal Michael, whatever. But no, yeah, they were just kind of worried for me and just saying, "Do you know about AIDS? Do you know that you can get AIDS or yada yada
I'm
yada, all
bug
this other
Jason.
bullshit." Mm.
You what?
I
I'm bug
mean,
Jason.
no, no, far from it. I was way too fucking paranoid. Like I could have honestly said like, "Hey, if you scroll through the video, you could see that they all had condoms," but I'm like, I'm not
Oh
going to
my
win you
god.
over. So,
They ejaculated on my
It's
stomach, mom.
yeah, it's like freeze frame. Scroll. See, look right here.
See,
You can
that's
see when the
one,
I put a
cocks.
condom on
two,
my mouth.
three
Yeah.
loads.
Yeah, you have your parents doing CSI investigations on the
Oh, that last guy didn't come yet. Keep playing
yeah
it.
on the gangbang porn you made. You're like, look at this,
Okay, well
look at
he
this.
didn't actually come, mom.
Yeah, you can see as the cock goes into my ass, it's wrapped. Okay, case
It's
closed.
wrapped.
Don't even worry about it. I know what AIDS is. I grew up in Juarez. I know.
Yeah,
Well,
I was gonna say
what
like
was
you
horrible
sound like
about
you have a
that
really
is
good
that
head on your shoulders despite like everything. I mean, like against all
I
the
was the
odds,
most successful person in my family, and they set the bar way too fucking low. Me graduating high school already was just like, wow, you're so successful. But I had to Doogie Howser that bullshit and basically drop out
Mm-hmm.
of high school in a sense so that I can go to a community college at the age of 14.
Yeah, who needs fucking school?
And what's up?
Who needs school? Like drop out. You're right. Drop out of high school and go to community college at like 13. I would recommend that to anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, no, like here's the thing. The state paid for my college, so the only thing I had to do was just make sure that I passed the entrance exams, which were fucking easy. and I cheat my ass off all the time, frankly. I always make the joke that I should have cheated harder in university because I ended up getting my bachelor's at the age of 20, and I could have got it at 19 if I just cheated a little bit harder, because that's basically how I got all of my degrees.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, school's just more about getting the certificate,
At the end of the yeah, at the end of the day, your employer 9 times out of 10 aren't going to ask you for your fucking GPA. They're going to ask you if you graduated or not, and that's
and
it.
they'll train
I've
you on the
had
job.
I've had like a few like job applications I filled out where they've asked for a GPA, and I'm like, what the fuck? What are you talking about? Like
Those
it's
are for
so
like
out of the
management groups or like
Your
fast track
GPA.
management groups.
yeah. I've never had a job ever. I think really check anything on my resume. I've never like had references called. Like all that stuff they tell you you're supposed to do. I don't think anyone I've ever worked for has looked into anything I put on that resume.
Here's the thing that anybody can confirm. After a while, everybody half-asses their job and doesn't take it seriously. That goes for the person that's hiring people. They're just like, looks good enough to me. And there you go.
See, that's the thing is like whenever you're not like following your dreams or like have any passion in your life, everything just starts to become substandard because the people working, they have no fire in their belly because they're just like consumed by the machine. Is like Jaymee, you escaped that. You have a passion. I've seen your work. You have a passion for what you do, which is sodomy.
Absolutely. Yep.
You have a passion for sodomy.
Damn right. Filthy little sodomite.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Um.
that's like it's crazy. What a crazy word,
What
sodomy.
it's fun. I grew up
Well,
listening
you
to
know
my.
what's even more fun? Well, more weird. We know what sodomy is, and we know that like we could kind of trace the etymology to Sodom, like the
Mhm.
city of Sodom and Gomorrah. But what the fuck is it when somebody gets Gomored?
Yeah, what was going on in Gamora that we were like, don't even ask.
That you don't want to even know.
Yeah, you don't want to know.
I'll take
See,
Gamora that.
I'll
Gamora
take
that ass. You know
I'll
what I
take
mean?
some I'll take yeah I'll take some Gamora that.
Yeah. Gamora that
um,
ass. Spread
that
them
is
cheeks.
but that is like an interesting thing though because like the fuck it there's like I guess my entire life there's always been this faction of the population that are so resistant to any sort of change or anything they think is yucky, which would I think being trans would fall under that umbrella. But like gay
I
stuff,
mean,
trans like but you know what I mean? But it's like that has existed since the dawn of time. It's in the
Yeah.
Bible.
I was just thinking about that the other day.
Granted, God blew up those cities for them doing that, I
Well, for
think.
good reasons. I'm just
Yeah,
kidding.
he did not God was not happy with that. But it's also like everybody acts like all this stuff is just now happening. But it's like, well, no, this is like always been this is, like these things have always existed. It's like now, just honestly, like now, fortunately, technology is caught up to where a person born as a man can get a nice big set of titties and look like a lady but with a big beautiful penis.
Yeah.
well, I
I'm
mean,
pretty
I've
happy.
actually I've done my genetic checks, and I'm technically intersex, so it wasn't necessarily too much of a shock according to my biology.
Really? Okay, so that's what I was going to ask you because like I guess the question with like a lot of this shit is like nature versus nurture, but it does seem like with a lot of people who are whatever they may queer, I guess like the people that fall under that umbrella, it seems like there is something like coded in them. Like they might like as Lady Gaga said, they were born this way. Uh,
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga,
I have a
yeah,
couple of
As
her
Lady
posters
Gaga
down the
said,
hallway.
fuck her face. Fuck her
Oh, we
face.
haven't missed a single one of her concerts. That lady throws an amazing show.
she's
She's
very
cool.
talented. She's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like I was kind of blown away when you told me that when you mentioned that you kind of had this idea like you knew when you were 4 because like the narrative that the Matt Walshes of the world, Ben Shapiro's try to spin is
Fuck
that
Matt Walsh. He has like the weakest chin that he has to have that goddamn beard to even
yeah,
pretend to be
yo
masculine.
dude, he's probably getting fucking plowed out by trans women.
Oh yeah.
He's definitely
Well,
sucking cock.
I have more of a fucking chin and jaw profile than that chinless fuck has. So I could care less about what he has to say.
Yeah, and I don't want to like dive too much into the politics of it all. I'm more interested in the I don't know, I guess
It's
like the metaphysical nature of it, where but like the narrative they try to spin is that there's just no way for anyone to know until like a certain age, that it's like you have to go through puberty and be an adult and all this stuff to like be absolutely certain, which I guess I could see that argument. But it is like, it's interesting to hear your perspective on it, where it's like, you're 4 years old and already feeling this, like you kind of
but I
already
didn't
have.
know what that meant, and I didn't know what to do until I was much more later in my life. Which nowadays, I mean, pretty much kids will know what trans people are, which I mean can be a good thing according to some, and could be a horrible thing according to others. By the way,
Right.
my balls I think slipped up, so my bad.
That's okay. I've been enjoying the view.
My goodness.
We might have to upload this to Rumble instead of
Yeah, we're gonna have
YouTube.
to put it on something.
We
That's
Bumble
gotta
why I
put
had to
Rumble.
put this cup right here. So
it.
We haven't even got to the fucking to the
The
Patreon.
Patreon.
My
Yeah. I
goodness.
don't know what we're gonna do, dude. I can tell, dude. This one has been like tough to warm up on, because I think me and Sal both. I've been excited for this one because
Yeah.
like I think Jamie's cool as shit, but it's also like it's so
Uh,
foreign to me. It's like your life is like a curio to me. It's very fascinating. It's like something I'm interested in, but it's also like having grown up in the middle of nowhere, Texas, like very religious, and you're
Listen, I've been Googling chicks with dicks for a long time.
Sal, of
doing your
course.
research, you know.
So this is yeah, I'm excited to be here.
Yeah, look, me and Sal, we've talked about this on the show before. We've obviously have an affinity for sure, but it's at a distance. We're just
Fringe type
They
of
use this.
yeah. Leave
what'd you
that
say?
there. She got the fucking hammer there on the bed. Um yeah, but it's like it's still like to actually like talk to someone like you. It's like, okay, well, this is like more nerve-wracking than meeting like a big time celebrity. It's like, okay, it's a trans person. Everybody be cool. But
Yeah, but you know the the magical like just aspect of it wears off pretty quick because once you meet one, and you might already know about this, Dalton, we just kind of tend to appear at that point
yeah.
and just start.
Yeah, I've seen
And
that happen, yeah.
so, I mean, befriend a trans person, and you're gonna probably gain access to like her and all of her 80 trans friends
Hmm.
that you didn't
Yeah.
know were in the area.
Yeah, it seems like a tight knit group. You gotta stick together.
You
Um,
have to, but then occasionally you run into some fucking dickheads that I don't mind naming. Blair White is a piece of shit. Caitlyn Jenner is a sellout. And who
Well, she
else?
also killed someone with her car.
hmm.
Exactly, which nobody wanted to mention before I transitioned, and everybody was spewing the rhetoric of, "Oh my God, she's such a brave and
Yeah, Matthew
beautiful
Broderick
woman,"
did too.
and I'm just like, "Are we forgetting the fact that she just got away with murdering somebody?"
Literally. Well, they
Yeah.
were illegal though, so
And
Yeah.
then
Well,
like,
that's like a weird thing that happens, is like there'll be like a gay person or a trans person or somebody that exists as
well,
like
Kevin
part of.
Spacey tried it.
Yes.
Kevin Spacey tried it, and it didn't work. He was
Right.
like, "Oh, I was fondling and diddling all the boys behind the scenes. By the way, I'm gay."
Yeah. Yeah, but
by the way,
it was so funny. It just didn't work
I'm
for him.
gay.
By the way, by the way, everybody, I'm a homosexual.
By the way, America, I'm
I'm just a
gay.
dandy homosexual.
But it's like
America's favorite gay dad.
every now and then, there's some figure will come to prominence in the media that like is part of a minority group,
I've
but
said it before. Everyone is gay on a spectrum. It's like autism. It's
it
just
is
where
like,
are you
yeah,
at on the spectrum?
yeah, it's autism for holes.
It's
For
like, are you over here? But you can't say, no one can say they're not a little gay.
mm-hmm. It's true.
I
You know,
mean, frankly, Bailey J kind of said it the best. Dudes are obsessed with dicks.
Mm-hmm.
They're always drawing them. They're always playing with theirs. They're always trying to see if they can suck their own. So the
Mm-hmm.
second that they meet a trans person, somebody that's feminine, and that they're into the body type, they want to suck that dick.
yeah.
Yeah,
Well, I
that's
look, I'm on the record. I've said this. there is a noticeable there's a distinction between a woman's penis and a man's penis. Those are two
Oh
different
yeah,
things.
hormones will
Yeah,
actually
two different
change that.
organs.
Yeah, because like I've seen plenty of that's the thing is like any red blooded American man who's
Yeah,
been
can tell the difference.
jacking off the porn has seen plenty of penises already. So
Yeah, big
you have a
dude. Like
good
they look like dad dicks.
yeah, you have a good sample size of dicks in your mind already. And so like
Hmm.
if you start looking at trans penises, it's like, oh, that's a woman's penis.
Yeah.
That's a
Yep.
Yeah, it's
yeah.
Yep.
because we
That's a
generally aren't
bussy.
slobs and take care of ourselves.
That's a
Yeah, there's a
woman's
lot of care.
penis.
Yeah, it's like in its most beautiful form almost.
It's,
Because
it's
there's so much care that went into it at
the
that
most
point.
transcendent form of a penis.
Like when we see cocks in the wild, it's just like they're hairy and they're just fucking pussies and
I
it's
mean, I
not
used to
like
have like a little gay boy bathhouse fag phase before I transitioned, and like I saw my handful of train wrecks, and yeah,
yeah, I
Right.
imagine like
that was
if what
gnarly.
you're doing what you're trying to do not the right way, I imagine could be a train wreck. You know what I mean? Like if it's not done well.
Yeah, I've seen some people get surgery here in the United States that were in my position that they botched up their tits, they botched up
Botched.
their
Some botched
lipo,
titties.
they botched up their face, and I'm just like, fuck me, because
Show me the
you
botched
can't
lady's
get a refund.
titties.
You can't get a refund on that shit. And
No.
they
I mean, our tits aren't like, are they not like Play-Doh? Can you not just start from scratch and kind of mush them up and be like, all
no, these
right,
things
we're
are
starting
basically
over.
like ballistics
Roll it,
gel.
roll it around, make a
Yeah.
circle.
Yeah, you can't do Mythbusters on the titties. You do like the ballistic material that they for the
They
experiments.
basically are like Dalton. Whenever we meet, I'll let you have a squeeze for yourself, and like they're not fucking shitty
I'd love a
for
couple
one.
We're taking
honks.
this on the road, my
Yeah, I'd love a
friend.
couple honks. But what I
I'm in Dallas.
yeah, what I
Dalton.
was gonna say though is like like every now and then some figure that is in like a minority group, like Caitlyn Jenner, is a good example, is like trans and it's this big thing in the news. It's like, oh, we have to accept this queer person now, whatever. And then it like, come to find out she's like kind of right wing and conservative and it's like this weird
A total piece of
juxtaposition.
shit.
Yeah, it's like this odd juxtaposition of like, well, she's trans, but also she's like kind of fascist, but then
Yeah,
like they need those people. Like those people actually like do more good for that for like the you know that group, like the right, the fascist extreme right.
they're basically
Like,
the Uncle Toms of the queer community.
yes,
Uh-huh.
exactly.
Oh
That's what
wow.
that's what I was trying to get. Yeah, is like
Perfect.
the fact that they
Uncle
exist and
Tom's Closet.
yeah, and they've aligned themselves with this like oppressive, right wing, point of view, philosophy, ideology.
And Dalton,
It
nothing for Uncle Tom's Closet, really?
yeah, it's like one Caitlyn Jenner is worth like a million, NRA moms, in the middle of America in terms of like
I want to
what.
be an NRA mom. Like I want to be sponsored by the NRA just so I could get some free guns.
Sure. But
I wouldn't mind shilling for them.
yeah, but you know what I'm saying?
I do
It's
love guns.
it's like as much as like the sort of like Jordan B. Petersons and Matt Walshes and Ben
You gotta
Shapiro's of the
clean your
world
gun.
claim to
I mean, I
just
have mine right here.
oh,
Let's show our
nice.
guns.
She pulls her penis
It's a
out.
little
Is
it's a
that
little pocket carry. So,
oh, it's just
Whoa!
like a 380? Or
yeah,
is it
exactly.
Be
wow,
careful
It's
look at
there.
a
that.
Ruger LCP Max.
Nice.
Damn. Yeah, we're this is if anything, this is not getting monetized. There's no
For a
there's
gun?
no dude guns, big fat dildos, the stuff we're talking about. There's
Pop.
no way.
Squirtle.
There's no way, dude.
There was a well, cum bottle right there, and there were some poppers that just fell down. Which, by the way, I am now the brand ambassador for Double Scorpio. Get your poppers. I'm sorry, your aromas and scents from Double Scorpio. They
Hey
hmm
don't
Dalton,
like it when I
what are you
refer to
doing
them
on
as
these
that.
sponsors?
Hold on, let her finish the plug. Double Scorpio was ammo nitrates.
Yeah, I think they're isopropyl propyl nitrate, something like that. Let me
Red
see.
dye
That
40.
maybe. Let me
UB40.
actually. Hey,
UB40.
babe, can you get me what? Can you get me some of the double Scorpio from the fridge?
I feel like I'm
But
on the Truman Show.
Damn, I love that trans couple's version of like red wine is, hey, can you bring me a glass of poppers?
What are these?
well,
Uh,
here's the thing. I can't even call them that. They're aromas and scents. They get mad when I call them that because technically it would be illegal if nobody would use it
well,
like that, you know?
we haven't even discussed
You're on
what the
Uppus?
usage is. These aromas.
They base
It's
they basically allow me to take something like this a lot more easier. So
Oh, hell
what
yeah.
they're a vasodilator and they wear off in about like 30 seconds to like a minute and a half at the most.
Vasodilator.
And
yeah,
yeah, well, it works kind of like the way that Viagra would in a sense, but in a different way. It's a muscle relaxant. You just inhale it
It
and
literally
you'll feel the
relaxes your
effects.
butt.
Sal, you don't
Yeah,
know about
your
this?
asshole's a muscle.
No,
Your asshole is a fucking muscle. So like when you take this, your entire body will feel relaxed. You'll get a head rush as a result of it. If you're having some painful anal, uh, take a
painful
hit of
anal. I
this,
used to
and
go see them when they were like a small band
you
before
know
they
that's
got big.
actually a porn category called panal. But
Hmm.
not
Panel.
a fan.
Yeah, them
I'm
too.
familiar. Yeah,
They were their
I've
opener.
But yeah,
I've
just
seen painal and I've seen anal that should be painal, and it disturbs me that they're not in pain.
me, basically the shit that I do in my private time.
Yeah, it bothers me how much they're enjoying what should be a problem. You
That's
know.
Ladies and
why, again, it's a
gentlemen.
muscle. You just stretch and prepare and warm up. Otherwise, you end up like me in Thanksgiving, with a torn up asshole.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
then there were,
talking to your racist
and
uncle
then
about Trump.
they damn ass falls out their ass. It's like that. The last thing you need to be doing is continuing to do anything right now. You gotta go to the hospital.
But at least you can eat a
Not
lot of like
really.
soft foods at
Are
Thanksgiving
you
time.
serious? You what? Hold on. How does that? Jesus Christ! I can't believe we're talking about this. How does that work?
Stuffing.
This like because
So
I've on accident. This has never been something I've looked for, but like been watching a porn clip and then the ass falls out the ass.
You've looked. Yes, this is something you look for.
I
oh
have
yeah,
I have
that's called the prolapse, and
Yeah,
that's something
no.
yes
different.
I
I
bet
have
you if you
never
type in
sought
ER, it'll come up
I have
instantly.
never sought this out. I have looked
Several times on the
look
show.
I've no I look hold on here's the thing. I have an ironclad defense here because as open as I've been about everything, why would I lie about this? This is not something I would.
Yeah, of all
Just
things.
check the tapes.
Yeah, I've never sought this out. It has been sprung upon me in the throes
Fair
of
enough.
what I was told was just going to be anal sex, and then it turns into a fucking Hellraiser movie. And I was not ready for this. So wait, so how's that work? Like what are they?
Hellraiser.
What's going on? You ain't got to go to the doctor after that?
No, not really. Not for a prolapse. A prolapse is pretty standard,
Sure.
like for it to happen if you're overdoing it way too quickly and aggressively. Um, if you can if you want,
I put some
but
clothes
it's
there.
not necessary.
Okay, well that's good to know. I guess they're doing okay then.
Sorry,
Just
my wife just came in to get something.
yeah.
It's a nice setup back there if that's
Thank you.
not
That's the
rendered.
studio.
That's the studio. It's
When I'm down in the studio, you know what I mean?
the Gas Digital Studios, auxiliary, the auxiliary studio for Gas Digital. Um, Jesus Christ. Okay, so what were we talking about? Nature versus nurture,
Prolapsing, asshole ripping
prolapsing,
out.
So you didn't go to a
prolapsing.
hospital for that? You just kind of
No,
self-medicated.
no, because you could kind of tell right away whether you're dying from that shit and need like urgent care, or if you might have just like caused a
Yeah, I would
fissure,
imagine.
or if you have God forbid, I hope not, a hemorrhoid internally, because those things suck to get operated on.
Were you
But
alone
I
or
just
were you with someone when that happened?
my girlfriend was here, probably like two doors down. I generally like
It's
go
another good band.
so so like I go on like a bender when it comes to like fucking myself silly for like 36 hours.
Hmm.
Uh
Gooning.
and yeah.
That must have
Yeah,
killed.
exactly.
Yeah, welcome to the Goon Cave, everybody.
Yeah, as you can see, but not really.
You
It's
have a
more
you have a
sad.
very cozy Goon Cave. I'll tell you that. I could really like kick my feet up and enjoy a movie there while you
Yeah, you
I
got
mean,
fuck your
the
own ass.
geisha, like the Japanese village thing going on.
Hmm.
that and like I got my TV right there that I could just hook up to like watch porn as God intended on the big screen.
Yeah,
It's got
I would.
intended in
If I
VR
came over, I would like
three.
I'd be like, I want to watch Young Sheldon. Can I watch Young Sheldon while you fuck your ass?
Imagine going back in time and showing them VR porn. Like
Oh,
George, well,
dude.
imagine strapping a VR headset to George Washington and being like, "Get your wood sucked, General."
And
Yeah.
I want Apple to sponsor me so that I can like test
Yeah,
out that Vision Pro for porn.
yeah,
Oh,
that'd be a
yeah.
sponsorship that they would definitely be willing to do. I think.
I'm like the trans Marquise Brownlee, except I do porn and don't really review shit.
Right.
Yeah,
So,
Dalton sleeping on the sponsors over here on our show.
I'm trying to get kratom dental floss with nicotine in it. I've reached out to some people.
There's
No,
a
Get some dick pill sponsors.
dick pills. I've taken some dick pills before, which I don't need. If I
Oh,
like,
I got a story about that. For a day that I had to do six scenes by the sixth scene itself, I had to inject my dick with Trimex, because I was Viagra wasn't cutting it, and somebody just said, "Hey, well, I made the joke, hey, does somebody got something that I could shoot up my dick to make this work?" So they just like tossed me the vial and a syringe. I'm like, "You've done this before, right?" "Yeah, of course." And I'm Googling on my
Jesus.
phone how to inject my dick so that I can just get this
Yeah, at
last
least
scene out of the
YouTube
way and
it.
get my payday.
At
yeah.
least.
Speaking of Jamie, what's your favorite flavor of Gatorade?
uh, Probably glacier ice or no, wait, no, I take that back. Recently, it's the cucumber. If you add some
Yeah.
tahini in it, that shit rocks.
Whoa, yo, okay. I've never even thought of doing that, Jamie. Thank you. This is why we brought you on. Everything was leading to that
Wait, we got to
moment.
get to the Patreon, don't we?
Put some tahine in the limon pepino Gatorade. Okay, I like that idea.
Well, the cucumber, not the limon.
It's the limon pepino, the seafoam green one.
I
Pepino.
think so. I thought it was just cucumber, but yeah, you're probably
It's
There's a
right.
it's
cucumber
I
limon, and then there's the pepino cucumber limon.
it's a lime
yeah,
cucumber. Yeah,
Yeah, but there's
yeah,
one
yeah.
that's
You're
just
right. You're right.
cucumbers and lime. I like that one.
yeah. Now, Sal,
No, if you add
let's
some,
just power through. We'll just keep recording. We'll figure
We got
something
to do
out.
shirts off.
Yeah, no, we don't. Jamie's basically already
God
through
damn it,
stuff.
Dalton.
I
Uh,
Switch
mean,
to the Patreon.
I could, but I'd have to like unsnap the bottom of this thing, which is just a fucking annoying because my balls have like the worst wedgie right now.
yeah,
Yeah, you
yeah,
probably don't want to.
nice. So yeah, so how are your penis and testicles? You're gonna keep them?
Yeah, they're my money makers. So
Oh, for
if
the
I
love of
become
God, keep
post
them.
op, if I become a post op trans woman, I unfortunately the reality of it is, at least from what I can see currently, I'm not going to be making as much,
It's not sustainable, is
and
it?
not really. And I like what I do for a living. However, I fucking hate tucking my dick whenever I have to wear leggings or go to the gym or
I hate
have to
that.
wear a dress. Um, like I have to just basically Buffalo Bill myself without all the cringe. And that's the part that sucks.
Right, just
Um,
Right.
tucking.
but but frankly, it's a small price to pay. I get to fuck people for a living. I get to get fucked for a living by hot people, so
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Yeah, because I was just talking to somebody about this because that's like the big conversation now is Dr. Jordan B. Peterson is like they're mutilating themselves and they're cutting their
It's not a real vagina, Joe.
it's not a real
You've
vagina,
got
Joe.
the pubic
You
hairs growing on the
can't
inside.
turn a penis and testicles into a vagina,
Joe, I've been in there. I've
Joe.
seen them, the bloody thing.
I've seen
God.
them. You're
Came in
bloody
full of a
fooling
I
picture of a
you're
of an
bloody fooling
inverted
yourself if you think that's a
uh,
pussy.
a post-op gash.
Um,
I've seen a couple of them in person. There's one performer in general that has a fucking spectacular one. Um, I think she goes by the name of Casey Jones, which badass
from
name.
Teenage
Better
Mutant
watch your
Ninja
But
speed.
Turtles from TMNT.
Casey
no, like
Jones, you better. Watch
But
your
like
speed.
she's so fucking hot, and that's one of the few people with a post-op pussy that I would 100%. But I'm not
Travel
gonna lie and
ahead.
say anything otherwise. I feel like the science is still lacking behind that one. We need like a bit more of R&D to get to fine tune everything.
We do rectums and dicks.
And you know
Hmm.
that pussy just
Well,
crossed
I
my
was saying the other
mind.
day. I mean, first off, Jaymee, you know this that anybody who's into trans women, they're looking for the penis and testicles. That's like
Yeah,
that's the selling
I would
point.
I would imagine to go and do the bottom surgery, there has to be such a deep inner need to go that far. Like
Yeah,
Well, I
to,
mean,
to be at
Alana
your max
McLaughlin,
form, I
the
think money
trans UFC
making.
fighter, has one.
Say
they
that
had
again.
a neo vagina.
Yeah, Alana McLaughlin, awesome lady, by the way. I've chatted with her a couple times. She's the trans UFC fighter with pink hair, that used to be like ex Army Ranger, I think. She's post op. She has a pussy now.
Nice. Yeah, I was like, I was
I think they
talking to
should
some.
fully integrate all sports.
I was talking, of course, yes.
Just yeah, there's no reason to
Just
separate
let
them.
them run wild. Let everybody just do
I mean,
everything.
I frankly want to go back to pro wrestling, but the way that I
Oh my
sound
god.
might be a little bit too weird for me to cut promos on women. And I could still pick up and toss around guys, but I don't think they want to see
I
me
bet you
beat
could
up
put
guys
someone's head in
either.
a leg
Can you
lock
do that?
so
Can you do
tight.
that move where you pick up like a twink boy and flip him upside down and suck his dick suplex?
I literally did that for a scene 3 weeks ago.
Hell yeah, like the Phoenix
Yeah, like
Marie
I was
scene.
basically about to pile driver this chick, like in pile driver position, holding her upside down as she was just choking on my dick.
Oh
Nice.
Lord.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I know. Shout out to Danny Sophia. Look out for that scene on Groovy.com.
There you go,
Y'all cast
folks.
him for like a villain type, like a Jafar.
See, I'm like very unsuspecting because I'm 5'5" and weigh like 145 pounds,
Oh yeah.
but can still fucking squat like 300 pounds because I'm built like a goddamn like fucking what's it called? Those short people from Lord of the Rings.
A
I
dwarf.
forget.
Yeah, dwarf. Or a
Horse.
hobbit.
Uh, yeah,
Hobbit.
basically. I got
Oh,
like I got some farmer strength in me,
You built
which
like Ice
doesn't make
Spice,
any sense.
basically.
yeah, you know,
Uh,
ice
except
spice
she probably
haunches.
has a better ass than me. So I mean,
I
Yeah.
mean,
if
you'll get
anything,
there.
Well, yeah,
Listen,
we gotta raise
Jaymee, it
money
sounds
for
like you
Jamie's
achieve, what you
BBL.
want.
We gotta get Jamie that BBL. You're that big
You go
fat
after
ass.
it, so I'm sure next time you're on, you'll have the fattest fucking
The
hey,
donk.
ass
if
ever.
you want to be an ally, you can start a GoFundMe for like let's be allies and fund Jamie's BBL Project MILF.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We'll talk about prices
We'll
afterwards.
tell you, yeah.
Once again,
Of course, we're allies here at the BPN. Yeah, of
I'll get my
course.
wallet out after the show, Jaymee.
Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah, I think like before the technology of the science catches up to anything, I do feel like there should be like a more concerted effort made in just like I guess like expanding consciousness, whereas like actually redefining the way people think about sex and gender. That is where I'm like, gay. I guess like
Love and sex
Well,
and
that's like
gender.
90% of the questions that I get on my OnlyFans from like my subscribers or anywhere else that I sell videos. I just jerked off to you. Does that make me gay? I frankly just tell them, yes, you are a faggot, because that's what you
yeah,
want to hear.
I don't see
yeah,
But
how. We talked about this on the show. I mean,
yeah.
it's
well, no, I mean, like, it doesn't make sense because frankly enough, oddly, Andrew Tate had a moment of like making sense at one point where he was like, would you rather fuck Megan Fox that has a dick or have sex with somebody
Vin
that looks like
Diesel.
Hulk Hogan but has a pussy?
Hmm.
Right. Definitely.
One of the great
Megan Fox.
philosophers of our time. I mean, I saw that video. I mean,
Top G.
Yeah, that was a true top G moment because I was like,
Hulk Hogan with a pussy. My
he's
God, come here,
he's
brother.
he's cooking
I'm
here. He's
sopping wet,
well,
brother.
Here, here, brother, brother.
that's the classic Bailey J versus Buck Angel debate. A lot of
Sopping wet,
people
brother.
Speaking of, like, what a polar opposite, because Buck Angel is a sellout and a piece of shit now too.
I've heard this. I've heard
It's
Buck
like it'd be like
Angel.
fucking Dog the Bounty Hunter's wife.
Yeah, I've heard Buck
Except they
Angel
have,
is.
except they have a voice that's more feminine than mine. So,
Just be like
like,
fucking Dog
they
the
still
Bounty Hunter. Fuck.
they sound like if like their voice just does not match up their body for Buck Angel. And like, frankly, I will trash them
Would you
regardless of
rather
what
fuck
people
Penn or
say. He's a
Teller?
piece of shit.
Sal, stay on topic,
Teller,
dude.
Teller?
Teller.
Tell her. Okay.
I think most people
I
would
feel like
agree.
Is this your
Teller has
penis?
big dick energy.
Yeah, Teller does have yeah, Penn actually, Penn probably has a huge cock too, but he would be, he'd just be too annoying about
He'd
it.
be like, "Oh, I don't know."
Yeah, God's not real. It's like we're we're having gay sex. I'm not even. Why are you bringing that up? Uh, Jamie, what made you want to leave the corporate world and start sucking and fucking for a living?
Mainly when I realized that I spent days out of my life on a commute that I'm not going to get paid for. And if I died on my way to work or on my way home, I would be immediately replaced. And I fucking hated my job because I worked in an insurance industry where my job consisted on a daily basis telling people, hey, I'm sorry that your relative just died. It looks like they missed a payment. We're not going to be able to pay for shit for you. Thank you so much for being a customer with us. Goodbye.
Damn, so
Damn.
you had Ed Norton's job in Fight Club, pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, except like first rule of like trans fight club is you get to suck everybody's dick, I guess.
Mm-hmm. That's true. If it's your first night at Trans Fight Club, you have to suck a cock.
If it's your
Uh,
first night, you have to get fucked.
You have to get fucked.
You must tell everybody about this club.
Yeah. Well, I have yeah, I've thought about this a lot lately because the way I guess the economy and the job market is now is everybody is so
That and
hyped.
also my job is my previous job is going to be replaced by AI before porn gets replaced.
Exactly. Yes.
So
Yeah,
I
that's
already saw the writing in the wall.
yeah, I think like more and more people are like now really starting to feel the reality, which is like everybody's getting like hyper exploited and I think everybody feels disposable. Like they can feel the change happening where every single company is just trying to figure out a way like how can we eliminate human labor completely? Like how can we just
Mm,
get rid of our
On top of the
human.
fact that I hated being I was very closeted at work. I was boy moding, what they call just like trying to pass off as a faggy dude.
Hmm.
I didn't want to be trans because the last thing I wanted is during Pride Month is just, hey, Jaymee, do you want to talk to the team and everybody else in the company
yeah,
worldwide
show
so
us
that
your
they could see
pussy.
how inclusive we are? I I told him so many times no, but then towards the end of it, when I was about to quit, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of work. Yeah, sure, I'll do it. So I just walk in there with my Groovy T-shirt, which is a trans porn company, and like decked out in porn merch that I've been walking around the office in,
Nice.
just like, "Hi, team, nice to meet you." I just put the cup down that says the company's name. We're very inclusive here, and we appreciate everybody. We value everybody here, and just like
Hmm.
making a sense to just like promote myself. Like I wanted to get myself fired because I would have gotten a payoff at that point on top of my 401k payoff.
Right.
So, but that would have been an easy lawsuit and like easy
Yeah, you're a
advertisement,
protected
frankly.
class.
Hmm.
Yeah, no, and here's the funny part about it. Some people knew, and when I just came out and told people because I didn't give a fuck again during that time, like, Jaymee, why are you taking every other week off to travel to so and so and go to Vegas for the eighth time this year? Um, I just told him I do porn. Like I want to fund my surgeries a lot more quicker. That's what I've been doing. Like, oh, okay, great. That's good. All right, bye. Nothing came out of it.
Nice.
Right.
They're like, you end up getting a promotion when you get back. It's like
You would get
Office
yeah,
Space.
you get in more trouble at a job if like you told him you
I
did
did.
stand up comedy.
I
They
I
Dude,
did I
less
did no
respect.
actually They did give me shit when they found out that I did Legion of Skanks before, like more than they did when they found out that I did porn. But speaking of that, when I came out as doing porn, I got a $10 pay increase raise out of
Jesus.
nowhere. And I was just
Heck,
like,
I'm
shit.
telling you that they're probably like, this is amazing. We're checking so many boxes right now. She's gay, trans, does porn. Like they're probably
But like
so they're still trying to
it was
rehire you right now.
they actually are. But it was golden handcuffs. It's such a miserable job. I never really did much. I just phoned it in half of the time and just solved my supervisor's problems because I was the most tenured employee there. Because if you're a supervisor, they tend to fire you quicker. If you're in my position, you can at least survive the cuts more frequently.
Yeah.
Now you have an actual pair of golden handcuffs that you use to lock a little twink boy to the bed while you butt
I
fuck
mean, somewhat, close to that.
him. So how is the industry treating you? Is the money's good? You getting treated well?
Here's the fun part that many people probably already know or may not know. Porn does not make you what you think it's going to make you. It's not a get rich quick scheme. If anything, I'm making considerably less than I did in my corporate job, and I work onwards of about 18 to 22 hours a day, like frequently throughout the week, editing videos, like making videos and promoting myself online. But I'm happy. I enjoy this, and I'll tell people right away, if you like this and you want to do this and when you start to do it and you enjoy it, then it's for you. But if you see this like a job where you're struggling and suffering to do it, get out of it. Don't even do it because porn isn't for everybody and it's not going to make you rich anymore.
Yeah,
It,
it's a
it's
labor
it's
of
it's
love.
exactly. It's frankly a lot like stand up in a way and like pro wrestling, which I could for sure compare it to pro wrestling because
Prolapsing.
Bro,
but yeah, like
if
my
you love
time as a pro
what is it?
wrestler,
If you love your work, you'll
you'll
never
never work a day in your life.
you'll
There
have
you
to
go.
suck a dick every day.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
is it?
exactly.
Yeah.
But like I saw my dad like just kill himself doing shitty jobs. I saw my mom kill herself doing shitty jobs, just like waste their lives away. And I was working a pretty decent job, but I was so depressed. I wanted to fucking eat a bullet more than anything. Um,
Now you just eat
but
cock.
yeah, exactly.
Boom.
It's way more better.
Nice. Yeah.
But
Yeah, because I think a lot of people because like the stories that people hear usually are just like those like big success stories where like some beautiful lady gets into OnlyFans and then like starts making like 300K a month, and
So
people have this idea that it's like doing
see,
OnlyFans.
OnlyFans doesn't like a lot of creators like myself. They're actually starting to cull a lot of them. Unless you're like an e-girl that only shows this at the most, like what I'm wearing and that's it. They want to keep those around, but
Yeah,
frankly,
OnlyFans
OnlyFans is a
seems
shitty is
yeah
a
they
shitty organization because they funded they've literally contributed to Israel up to like I think $11 million recently. So fuck them.
so
OnlyFans?
crazy. It's so nuts that like the fucking Congress is going to pass these bills to give Israel like billions of dollars, and then these
Yeah,
like
it's crazy.
private
We're on the wrong
companies,
side of history.
these companies that people are just like working for, like OnlyFans or whatever, are like because there's like an entire independent workforce that's like reliant on this company that may not want to tangentially be involved in this shit,
Yeah,
So
but
we're supporting
here's
the
the funny thing about
Holocaust.
OnlyFans.
And I'm
Like
Italian, so this is the second time for me. You know what I mean? Like, what the
here's the
fuck?
funny thing about OnlyFans. Like I can show videos of me fucking other people and like myself getting fucked. That's okay. That's fine. But if I have a video where I'm doing a bondage scene and like my hands and my wrists are tied up, boom, that's a strike and my account could get banned.
Bondage.
If I
that's crazy.
Jaymee
if
bondage.
if
Sorry.
I have a
I had to
video
do
where I
that.
fist myself on OnlyFans, I get a strike and my account can get removed. And like it's bullshit that they try to
Three
pass
strikes, you
because
got to
of
take the fist out of your butt.
not quite. I got like about 30 strikes on OnlyFans. They've already
I'll
told
take
me
30
this is
strikes
my
on the
last
behind.
one.
You know what I mean?
I
Yeah,
well, I do work as a
OnlyFans,
dominatrix, so
nice.
Really? You
Yeah,
just like
that
spankings and shit?
no, I mean like I there's a dungeon not far from me where if people will like hire me as a dominatrix, I'll either bust your like I'll literally like stomp on your nuts or like flog the fuck out of you or whatever it is that we're
Yeah.
agreeing upon.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to step on my nuts. I'm not into
No,
that.
but I'll take a flogging.
I'm I'm kind of into that. Like I found out oddly that I was into CBT like in the moment,
I knew a couple athletes
which
that got that, football players. They're not
you know,
they haven't been the
cognitive
same.
behavioral therapy.
It's bad. It's bad. Will Smith did a documentary on
You
that.
did, yeah, Will Smith did a documentary about
On people getting their
CBT.
nuts stomped. Keep my wife's name
This man has got brain damage.
as he's
look,
stomping on the
look
fucking
at me.
nuts.
I'm the captain now. Oh. You're
Have you
getting
seen
it.
that where it's a dildo and with the little clit tickler and it's like a black dildo and the thing's like, look at me, I'm the captain now.
Yeah,
That's
I've
cool.
seen that one. I've seen that one.
No, my actual sexual proclivities include missionary position with a woman, um, maybe getting my
Cis
penis
women or
sucked.
trans?
Cis so far, probably for the rest of my life. I don't know. Probably, hey, look, I'll watch a
You
trans
want to change
porn.
that?
No, no, not right now. Look, let me pray on that. Uh, I've certainly watched like I've like dealt with just my versions of porn addiction where I'm like just going down the
Guys,
rabbit hole and
I'm sorry, but Taylor Swift is getting split wide open tonight. The Chiefs just won the Super Bowl.
oh,
They
congrats.
are
uh,
busting champagne all over her naked body right now. It's
Hmm.
disgusting.
Yeah.
well, I mean, let's just create more Taylor Swift porn
They're
through
just
AI.
like they're all just passing around the crowd.
Yeah. No,
Oh,
I look, I've certainly, I know the big leagues, Aubrey Kate, Natalie
I met her.
Mars.
the way you
Yeah.
fucking
Haven't met
talk
her.
about the way you
Cor-
drop these names, dude, is
Cora
like
Del Rio.
you're like an old
I actually
mobster.
stayed at her place last year. Well, 2 years ago.
Yeah. Jade
I
Venus.
jeez.
Jesse Dubai.
I might be working with her next month.
Yeah, but that's more of that comes from a place of just put, as an appreciator of pornography.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
I want to get booked by trans angels and evil angel. Like I'm kind of in the
Is it
B
like Hell's
league of
Angels?
porn right now. No, they're like the people that do really good porn, like with great production value.
They're like
Evil
the
But
what's that
Evil
studio that
Angel is like the A24 of
yeah, the studio movie.
anal sex.
Yeah.
yeah, they're like the
Yeah, they're
Brazzers of the
making the
queer
fucking
world.
you know what though? There's something about like porn where it's like well made, like have you seen like taboo like videos and stuff?
Yeah.
There's something about like decent porn that's like there's got to be a
Well, that's
always a
why I want to
market
go
for
to
that.
Prague to film like those videos where you have 8 guys running a train on you with a good production value.
Do you want to
Hmm.
know
Or
how they
work
got
for
into that situation?
they get paid a lot and they
No,
inject
like
their dick
plot
to stay hard.
wise.
Oh, the plot.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
I want
you.
some plot.
It's usually like
they don't
some
do
sort
plot
of
for that.
yeah. It's usually just like they're in a parlor room and there's like a lady who's
In a
inside
garage,
of.
like a mechanic's
She's
garage.
like she's inside some sort of like glass table thing. Like they put her inside of a
Oh my god, dude.
yeah some
Oh
sort
my
of
god, a glass table.
yeah. It's like a glass table that they pull the glass off and like lay her down in this thing and
Are
you
you
know
familiar with what glass tables are associated with though?
yeah, oh
Not
yeah,
kosher
that
though.
too, yeah, like taking a dump.
Yeah.
Yeah, taking a dump on somebody. Yeah, no, I'm talking about. I've seen the I think I know what you're talking like the sort of Eastern European stuff where it's like they're in a parlor room and they have this like it looks like like a combination of like a table and some sort of box. It's like a glass top, and they got a lady that's inside of it, and her legs are poking through, and they have like access to her holes, and so
Oh,
she's
that's
just
different. That's kind of like a type of glory hole.
yeah.
And but no, for legal porno, the way that they do it, they literally start in like a white room with a white couch usually, and a girl's just like promoting one of the toys that the company makes, which is probably like they'll have her using something like this
Whoa,
and like see how much
whoa.
she could stick inside of her. Um, and then after that, all the 8 guys kind of come in and then just start running a train on her. That's the plot.
Okay.
Have you
Okay, yeah.
seen? Oh my gosh,
By
I
the way,
gotta
Yeah.
I've
look.
had that entire thing inside of me, which
Hey, look, I
like
wouldn't put it past you. Yeah, nice. That's going up. That's like tickling the back of your throat.
I can't believe you've done
kind
this.
of well, like it curls
Have you seen
around.
that video, Dalton,
Oh yeah, I can't believe you've done
where
this.
the guy just punches him in the face and he goes, "I can't believe you've done
Yeah,
this."
I've seen that. Uh, dude. So how are
But
the
yeah, I mean, like if this, well, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go ahead.
No, I was gonna say if this video somehow gets to somebody that can get me work with Evil Angel, Trans Angels, or legal porno in Prague, hit up your girl. I will
Yeah.
travel to you and
Look,
make it easy.
Evil Angel hit up Jaymee and then the
Bad
Aroma
Bunny.
Hard Scorpio. What is that the name of the company? Hard Scorpio?
Ugh.
Double Scorpio.
Double
I got
Scorpio. Hit up Double Scorpio, hit up the Corn Fed podcast. We'll do let's get
I
a
would plug the
sponsorship.
shit out of something.
I
you
look,
want to test out the product?
I have never tried that particular brand. I've tried the a different brand,
Rush.
Rush, of course, and had a
That's a
good ass
shitty band.
I don't say that. That Jaymee, you come on my show. You start talking shit about Rush. Now we're gonna have a problem. I love
Well,
Rush.
you know that there was a meme about that, right? Where it was like no rush, please, but they were referring to like the use of the poppers, not the band,
Right.
just to fuck with people.
I love both. I love the Canadian rock band, and I love the Amyl Nitrates because I don't know. During the pandemic, I was like, I went and bought them because they were like, you could buy them like anywhere in New York. They're at
Any
every
sex shop.
bodega. Yeah, not even a sex shop. They're at every bodega. They have shelves of
Oh yeah,
them.
that's true.
Yeah, so
There's that's true.
they were super cheap. It's like $8 or $9 for a bottle, and a bottle will last you like a year. If you're
Nah.
a casual user like myself. So I would just be sitting at my desk working from home, just ripping poppers, and be like, "Yo, dude, I feel pretty good right now." Because
Yeah, they're definitely a mood elevator.
yeah, I think like one of the unintended effects of it is the
Euphoria.
the sort of the way it makes sodomy easier, but the
Sodomy.
direct effect, in terms of what it does to your body and mind is you feel good as hell for a few, about a minute,
Yes, I could
and
see it
then
in
you
your
just keep doing that all
eyes.
day until you forget how to read.
Yeah, exactly. You just give yourself that good old brain damage.
Yeah, yeah. I was doing them a lot, just like during the pandemic, just out of
I need
boredom. Like,
to discover another drug, so I'm trying to tune this out.
well,
I need
hold
another
on,
drug, like
hard, hold on,
I
hold on,
need an
Sal.
asshole right here.
Hard Scorpio aromas
Double
is
Scorpio.
double. Why am I calling it hard Scorpio? Double Scorpio aromas are not. It's not. This is not a drug. This is aromatherapy,
Yeah,
and
exactly.
yeah, it's
Nope,
aromatherapy,
nope.
and so
I already need
don't.
like 6 different drugs to go to work every Monday.
Yeah, don't Sal. It's not a drug. You see, you know what I mean? It's not a drug.
The retirement community.
Well, Sal, you're probably not going to use it because you don't strike me as the type that's going to want to get railed the fuck out constantly by large objects.
Yeah, I don't want anything in my brain.
Hold on, Sal. Take it from me. You can utilize the therapeutic, the aromatherapy of Double Scorpio without getting railed out. You don't have to. That's not. That
That's
doesn't
not
have to.
only what it's for.
That doesn't have to be part of it. You could still, find some relief without getting your holes plowed.
Yeah. And who will save your
Yeah.
holes
And if you suck my
from
dick,
the giant fucking. What was that again?
I don't know. I don't even know anymore,
Giant
dude.
show.
Jaymee, how are the AVNs this year?
They were the first time that I went to them, and I
Oh,
was
you
able to
went.
go on it because what's up?
You actually went.
She was nominated.
Yeah,
That's what's
yeah,
up.
Transcam Creator of the Year. But I
What?
lost to fucking Aubrey Kate. So
Hey, look,
Bitch.
if you're gonna lose
She's
to
only been doing it
anybody,
for yeah,
I'm looking this
true.
up.
I mean she's got about she's got about close to a decade on me doing this, so not bad for getting there after just only 2 years of porn. But they were okay. They were interesting. There was a lot of controversy though because all of the non-hetero categories basically just got lumped into 30 seconds at the end of the show. So it was as soon as they gave away all the straight shit, they started mentioning all the stuff for like best trans threesome, best gay whatever, best like
So trans performer of
pansexual
the year
scene.
is different.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Aubrey Kate won that in 2021.
yeah, it's sort of like how they
but
have like,
she's won 3 times in a row
Jesus,
already.
yeah,
they got to give this
it's
bitch a break.
Yeah.
look, she's one of the best. If she's not the Jordan
She's the
of
Jordan of.
if she's not the Jordan, she's at least like maybe the LeBron
Let
of
me look
Well, I
her
mean,
up.
Aubrey Kate is like pretty to the fact that like she is actually modeling for fashion companies. So, I mean, if that says anything,
yeah.
Wow,
and she's just as
wow.
fucking gorgeous in person. There's
But has
no
she had
filters
bottom
going on
surgery?
there. No, no, she's still packing.
Yeah, Sal, she
Wow,
has a nice penis and testicles. You would
wow.
enjoy it.
I think she
Uh,
still shoots loads too. I can't do that.
you can't shoot
Really?
loads? No loads?
Nope, I miss it. It's so fucking sad.
What do you
What happened to
mean?
your loads?
So when you're on testosterone blockers and estrogen and your levels readjust, you can lose the ability to shoot loads. So
Have you ever been to a website called Monster of Cock?
sounds familiar.
So they had like a bunch of big fake dicks that they would shoot like marshmallow goo out of, like,
Hmm.
you know
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
mean,
Bad
Dalton?
Dragon does that too.
I got
Yeah, so
slimed.
can we just hook you up with like some of that?
Well, I have a trick for that. Like basically what I do whenever people want me to come on a scene and do a cum shot, I'll
You just
have like
spit on them.
either a condom. I mean, I've done that, but what I end up doing is either getting cum lube or getting something that looks like cum and just putting it in a condom under my hand as I'm jerking off, and then just cut a slight hole in it. And as I'm about to come, I just grip that shit and it
Just
just
throw it.
shoots out into their face.
Movie
No, I
magic.
mean, like it just squirts out.
Wow.
Yeah. The magic of cinema.
You're like
Yeah.
Like
the
yeah, the
Robert
same.
Rodriguez of porn.
Right.
You like that?
Yeah.
Very good.
I would have preferred Nicolas Cage, but sure.
Yeah. Well, Nicolas Cage doesn't, he doesn't do his own special effects like that.
Yeah, that
You're
was.
you're like the screaming Mad George. The yeah.
I'm
Uh
just gonna do a desperado trans porn movie, I guess.
Yo,
that'd be tight.
you guys cast him for like a.
Danny Trejo as Danny Trejo.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Danny
Yeah.
Tre Danny Trejo getting railed out by Jamie. That'd be tight.
Yo,
That'd be tight.
easy.
No, he'll play
Eh,
my father or something.
okay.
Mio.
Mia, it's Mia. I accept you for who
I'm
you are.
sorry, Mia.
I'm sorry, Mia. Damn.
You must
Uh,
wear the family crest, which is this tattoo across my chest.
Big old, yeah, the sombrero lady on his chest. He got that in prison. Well, it was a bunch of different prisoners gave him that tattoo. That's an inspiring story, no matter where your life takes you, there's always a chance to turn it around, you know.
I mean, my brother got a handful of tattoos when he did like his few tours in prison. Which, by the way, if you're trans, you actually have the option of being thrown into general population with the dudes, or in Texas, at least in Texas, that is, there's a facility where all the queer, gay, and trans people are.
Oh, that's
Which rumor
nice.
has it, which rumor has it, it's just a nonstop fuck fest that by the time you just like pull in there, it just smells like ass. Like,
Oh, wow.
Mm.
Just steaming butt.
Steaming
yeah.
butt.
Welcome to Gen Pop.
Welcome to ass prison.
My brother actually had to make a stop there, and I was making fun of it nonstop. I still do, but they were transferring him because he was a federal inmate at the time, so they just had to. He couldn't stay at any prison for more than a certain amount of time, so he was just going from prison to prison to prison. He was like, that was the fucking most bizarre experience for him.
Damn. Jamie, you live quite the life. I'm
Welcome to Butt Stank.
yeah. Welcome to
Your
Bud.
ass belongs to me.
Yeah. I want yeah, sometimes in
It's your
the
faith and butt fucking.
the directions life has taken me that have led me to the conversations like these for which I'm grateful. I do wonder,
I mean,
what
it wouldn't
Till
have
things
happened
never
if I
happen again
if
that day.
I'm frankly a comedy fan, but I don't think I would have ever been able to get a chance to actually hang out and talk with comedians if it wasn't for Lewis inviting me over to try to be an intern like 2 years ago.
oh yes, the great Louis J. Gomez. Yeah, he's definitely more open minded than I think like some people give him credit for. Because like you and I had that conversation last night with that one lady who she was saying she's very good friends with we don't have to name the guy, but he's a bit of a shit stirrer in the comedy world.
Let's
And
just say that he had my dead name.
oh, okay.
What?
Yeah,
What's your Jaime? What's your dead
no,
No,
name?
Jake.
okay.
Oh, ooh.
Well, people know who we're talking about now. Yeah, let's just say he enjoys himself a pastry or two.
Bouncing off my
He
booty cheeks.
enjoys himself a dessert. But yeah, because he's been going after Lewis and all of them for a long time. But like Lewis is very like community minded and like makes like every effort to also just be open minded.
I
Uh,
mean, dude was literally gonna give me a job over there. Like, frankly, it would have been too hard to like do porn in New York. But I mean, I appreciate the gesture,
it's a big
and
leagues.
frankly,
It's tough for anybody,
I
doing comedy out there. That's tough.
I was just using it as a catapult to like get attention because you kind of have to play the game and like get attention to yourself to like make it in this industry. So absolutely, I'll do anybody's show and podcast, especially like that with a platform like Legion.
Yeah. Well, hey, look, you got the corn fed you got the BPN platform
Yeah, you
now.
got the
Exactly.
Confederates.
The Confederates on your side.
Hmm.
We're
Hey,
trying to
I will whore out your merch. So like just whenever that's a thing, shoot it on over and I will make it as racy as
Cornholes.
possible.
yeah
Yeah, we're gonna have a cornhole set you
the
can
corn
buy
yeah not
with
the
bean
yeah
bags and
not the
everything.
cornholes that Jamie is accustomed to, but I guess
No,
the
different cornhole,
the pub
Jamie.
the pub
I can't
game.
I unfortunately can't pull a goatsy and open my asshole like that, so
Yeah, no, you don't want to stretch your ass to those kinds of the limits like that. Uh, no, yeah, it is interesting, like where my life has taken me. Growing up, conservative Christian, right wing, listening to Toby Keith as a boy, and here I am.
Oh, rest in
Be
peace. Jesus
rest in
Christ, Dalton. Come
peace,
on.
not on me.
he was a
Uh,
dick though, so like no. I'll you have 2 out of 3
I want to talk
for
about
him.
me.
Jamie, continue. What did Toby Keith do?
Well, wasn't he like literally known to be to like say racist and derogatory remarks and actually mean them? Like I could
I
just
mean,
literally Google that shit.
what are you expecting though?
Yeah, what do you expect him to
Well, not to
do?
be a fucking dick.
Look,
You got to take the good with the bad
you gotta take the
with
good with
these
the
big
bad.
celebrities. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you gotta take the good with the bad.
But no,
No,
I
because
mean,
if I
yeah,
were to do
I
that, then I'd
guess
have to say that Caitlyn Jenner's a good person, or that OJ's a good person,
O.J.
or that
Simpson. Yeah, you're talking about one of the
the
top,
juice.
the Juice. Yeah,
The
James
Jews. You're talking about
Orenthal.
one of the top running backs of all time, the Buffalo Bills.
Fra-
Yeah, 2,000
Frankly,
rushing yards in a
here's the
single
thing.
season.
Like I loved his work in The Naked Gun. I'll give him that. But here's the thing. I was a
What?
Chris Benoit fan
Okay,
up
all right.
until that happened. People, I'm not going to separate the art from the artist. If they were to do that, then you
That's what
could
I'm talking
probably make an
about.
argument. Yeah, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, you can't.
Like,
I mean, Benoit that would be tough. That's a tough one to try
But
and.
yeah, I mean, what an amazing wrestler.
Yeah, the camel clutch.
Yeah, I mean when
no, that's the Iron Sheik. He did
Oh
the
shit.
crossface.
Yeah, sorry, Chris Benoit. I'm not a big wrestling guy. What Chris Benoit's finisher was what?
The crippler crossface of all moves.
The crippler
Wow.
crossface.
Wow.
His real finisher was the Bowflex.
Yeah, it was. I'm gonna fucking
No,
kill
no.
you.
His real finisher was here, take this Xanax and a pillow to the face.
Why would
Yeah.
he fucking do that?
I've heard stories like that where like if you get
CTE.
yeah, CT because I like Zach Amico has told me some stories like that where some of the wrestling guys he was friends with not didn't do anything to that degree, but
Fuck.
lost their fucking minds for like a day or two and like maim
Well,
themselves.
here's the funny thing about that though, when the Benoit thing happened, they gave an appreciation show on Monday Night Raw saying that Benoit was such a good man. We don't know what happened, but he passed and we wish him well. So they gave a double murder suicide a fucking tribute show that they
I
scrubbed from everywhere.
Yeah, I remember that because I think like the details had not like been revealed yet. Like nobody really knew what was up. And then when the story actually broke, Vince McMahon was like, "Chris, who?" He was just like, well, "I don't know what you're talking
Oh,
about."
here's the funnier thing. This is probably gonna
Do you
age
remember
me. I don't
watching
like say
the tribute to him though? They did.
yeah, yeah. Like I'm old enough to. I'm not gonna date myself specifically because that would be the kiss of
No,
death
I
in
remember. I
porn.
watched it on TV.
But I was working for THQ at the time, also testing the wrestling games. And one of the things that they told us was make sure that on the create a character you can't create Chris Benoit.
Oh
We
wow.
we did not we did not pay attention to that rule, by the way. We laughed at that and make sure that we didn't report that bug.
Yeah, you were on the
Yeah, I
front
mean, I
lines. Like
just
I want to make sure all the kids get to make Benoit.
I remember
Well,
every fucking wrestler on
we
SmackDown
made the meme that
was
was just
like,
like Hell in a Cell 4-way Chris Benoit versus Chris Benoit versus Chris Benoit.
Nice.
In the Armageddon pay-per-view.
yeah, talk about hell in a
We
cell. Chris
we printed out
Benoit
that
in a room with
poster
his
and
wife
hung it
and
up in the
kids.
office.
That's pretty cool. Um, yeah, rest in peace, Rest in peace, Toby Keith. Rest in peace, Chris Benoit. Uh,
Jesus.
you don't have to separate the art. That's the thing. There's enough art out there. The thing, that's the thing is, whenever anybody's revealed to be a true villain, you can just move on to other things.
Yeah, like Randy Travis. I think the
Like
worst thing
Randy.
he ever did
Or
was just
what about like
run
here's the
naked through a
thing.
fucking.
There's still probably going to be fans of Vince McMahon after all the bullshit that he did.
Come on
Yeah,
out, you rapist!
yeah.
He literally shit on a woman multiple
Have you
times.
seen that video though, where that's him? Then he comes out himself.
It was me, Austin. It was me all along.
Come on out here,
Yeah,
you rapist!
he
And then
took a
he
doo
walks
doo.
out. It's like his intro song.
He took a doo doo on a lady. That's crazy.
I mean, allegedly.
Allegedly,
No,
yeah.
Allegedly.
confirmed.
Who
Actually
confirmed it?
confirmed.
Who?
There's text streams between Vince and the person that he
Where
assaulted
he's like, remember
talking
when I
about it.
shit on you?
Yeah, he's like, how cool
Literally,
is it
no,
when I
like
shit on you?
How cool
he
was that?
actually
Remember? Wow.
describes doing this to the person.
Oh my god.
I don't know what it is
He did
about
this.
like wealth, like having a ton of money where
Yeah, why on earth would
it
you want
seems
to shit on
all roads lead to shit. Just
Talk about ruining a good time.
guys
You
get
got
wealthy enough and they either want to shit on somebody or get shit on.
uh-huh.
That was because that was
I
John
mean,
that was John McAfee's things. He would go to Bolivia and pay these like Bolivian hookers to take a dump on him.
Well, allegedly, I'm sure you're friends with Chris Faga, right?
Yeah.
He interviewed him. Like
who?
that actually was McAfee, John
John
McAfee,
McAfee,
Chris Faga.
McAfee antivirus.
Oh, okay.
John McAfee was
Yeah,
like
Chris
this
Faga.
eccentric, like wealthy tech guy, and the story always was that he would go to Bolivia and pay these Bolivian hookers to sit in like like a modified hammock that had a hole in it to take a
With a
dump on
hole
him.
cut out. Yeah,
Yeah,
Why
it's
though?
that.
I mean, what who didn't fucking change your diaper for 2 days as a child to make you have this fucking fetish?
Well, it's kind of weird you bring that up. Like I run into those people that are into that. I know a couple performers that are into
And
that,
have
and
you
I
asked them? Like, have they explained?
They just like sick, depraved shit. Like literally, that's the explanation that I get. Or the people that do it and aren't into it, if the money's good, they'll do it because the market for it is not big, and you could easily charge somebody like in like the easy five figures to sell them a 10-minute video of you doing shit like that. Literally,
I
Mm-hmm.
can't, bro. I'm sorry. I'm gonna gag. Like that is just the worst.
Yeah, it's
that's a line that
Man,
I don't
that's
want to
the
cross.
worst.
yeah. I'm not into doo doo. Pee pee. I'll go pee pee. No doo
I
doo.
mean,
I mean, I've
sure, if
done
I'm
that.
having a
I've
peck,
had
but I
somebody
mean,
piss in my
again,
asshole.
talk
So
about ruining a good time. You
I'm
got
sorry, Jamie. You had somebody piss in your ass.
yeah,
Oh, cool.
yeah. It was the first time I met a dominatrix friend of mine locally. It was very interesting because like, hi, nice to meet you. I'm the mainstream porn star in the city. I
I'm the
see that you're
mainstream.
but
I'm
like
the big
I,
screen, baby. You're a little.
I see that
Let's do
your little
this.
sub porn star over here wants to get into doing what I'm doing. I'm fine for working with you and collabing with you. So what are we gonna do today? Oh, you're gonna tie me up. You're gonna set me on fire. You're gonna put a sounding rod up my dick, and I'm gonna do ass to ass with this other tranny while you pee inside my asshole too. Yeah, okay, sure, I'll do that.
Hmm. Okay.
The only thing I recognized was ass to ass out of that. Ass to
We
Ace
ass.
we
to
literally
ace.
talked about we literally talked about sounding in the beginning, Sal.
Yeah, we
Do you
talking
Yeah,
remember
about
that
sounding,
that?
putting a rod up your pee
but
pee.
it's still just
Ace to ace.
ass to ass.
I want to recreate that movie and call it Requiem for a Cream.
Rectum for a cream.
Rectum for
No,
Rec,
Requiem for a Cream.
requiem for a cream.
Yeah.
Yeah. Damn. So what? I can't even.
We're gonna flip a pound of cum.
More than anything, everything you just described just sounds like a sensory overload. Like you're gonna like fuck up all the like dopamine and serotonin receptors in your brain. It's like
Well,
damn
here's the
that.
funny thing. I don't jerk off to porn anymore
I
for
can
a couple
imagine.
reasons. Like
I'm,
it just it fucks with you if you do it for an extended amount of time in this industry because you got to be able to time being able to come and finish or at least being able to finish to a degree even if you can't shoot loads
right without
and just
porn.
yeah, exactly. Otherwise, you're going to be jerking off on your phone off to the side while the camera crew and everybody else is waiting for an hour for you to get your pop shot in.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm. But you don't. Yeah. But you don't even have. You don't have. You have no loads.
Well, I still have to come
Right. That's
sometimes
true.
in
He's
those
got no
senses.
loads, Dalton.
That and
I
also
have
I still
no
got to be able to
loads.
come inside my girlfriend.
That's one of my
So like,
favorite Harlan Ellison short stories. Is I have no loads and I must come.
oh my God, that's
Well, yeah.
I have
I
no
mean, that's not
loads
the
and
worst thing in the world.
I have no loads and I must come.
I mean, I miss it so much because I used to
I
come on my
bet.
face a lot, like just
You
pull one of the Bailey
shoot big
J's,
loads.
just like no, no, by far from it. I used to just like I could suck my own dick, still can, but I used to just like drape my legs over my head and just like come all over my face
Yo,
Oh
that
because
shit's
wow.
why
tight. I've
not?
seen that where it's like it was some Hispanic chick on X Hamster who's like really good at sucking her own cock. That's pretty
Yeah, but I
tight.
feel like in that position, I'm always punching my nuts like away from my dick.
Well, yeah, kind of, but like there's another way that you can do it. One of my good friends of mine, Eliza Bell Dixie, can like put her pretty much the back of her knees behind her head, and she can 100% like put 75% of her dick inside of her mouth.
Nice. I've seen ladies go balls deep in their own mouth. They got the whole
It's
dick
fucking amazing.
all the way to the base,
I
and then
mean,
they
I
stick
yeah,
their
can
we
go
are
about
amazing
halfway.
creatures.
yeah. I've seen it where they get the whole dick in, and then they stick their tongue out and start licking their balls.
I could go about halfway to that. Like it's challenging. I don't have a big dick necessarily, but definitely not like small.
Look, you got a piece. I've seen it. You got a
Yeah,
piece.
I
I've
bet
seen it
it
against
could
my will, just scrolling through Twitter. It's like,
sure just against your will, just no. And you
yeah.
didn't just look at it for a while or
Look,
something.
hey, look, I'm open and honest about everything. It's like there will be days I'm just scrolling and you'll post something that I'm like, whoa, I was I was not ready to see that. It's too early.
That's I'm working, okay? I have to like make my money.
I get it. It's content. I do the same thing, just in the way I do it. I'm always BBP posting. That's what I say.
ABC, always be coming,
Always be coming.
Exactly.
Always be posting.
always be
Coming for
casting.
closers.
Yeah, I'm making titty videos. I try to make at least one titty video a day. I'm doing podcast clips. I'm posting jokes on Twitter. It's content. It's the age of attention, the age of content. Everybody, the only hope that anyone has left now is a career in media, whether it's pornography or podcasting. And at this point, what's the difference? We're all whoring
Exactly.
ourselves out.
Well, frankly, I find it less degrading to do what I do than to do what I used to do for an insurance company because that was fucking horrifying.
Well, yeah, because now
You're
you have actual autonomy now. So it's like,
well, not only that, I was in the business of pissing people off. Who in the right mind calls an insurance company on a good day to have a good time? I'm literally in the business of making people feel happy now in the
right.
most carnal way.
Yes, the most carnal, the most
I feel like
primal.
that's what my dick also looks like.
You're looking at Jamie's penis right now?
Yeah, we're dick twins.
You do.
I just recently got circumcised 2 years ago because
Oh
I fucked too
wow.
hard.
Mazel,
What was
mazel.
that like? Mazel tov, by
Yeah.
the way. Yeah.
Like I notoriously don't like to take breaks or take it easy on myself. So like if I'm sore, if I'm injured in any way or just like recovering from something, I'll still fucking get the scene out and not make an excuse because the way that I see it is I'm fucking for a living. I'm gonna be fine. It's not like I have to go clock in and suffer through a shift. But
Yeah. You
I
might
I should have
suffer through a
listened to my
shit, but not through a shift.
I didn't listen to my body and I built up too much scar tissue on my foreskin to the point where every time I got an erection, I was bleeding from it. And the
Oh my
doctors just like
Jesus, that
rushed
would
me in
suck.
to like get circumcised.
With the birds I share, so long live you.
What was that?
Scar tissue that I wish you saw.
Scar tissue that I
Scar
wish you
testament to
And
know
saw.
and,
it all.
A bloody
and I'm not
boner.
gonna lie, I miss being uncut, but I just it's a shame that I didn't necessarily take care of myself a little bit better in that regards.
Right.
Yeah, well,
I can't believe you made the decision to get cut because, like, as somebody who
Well,
was
if I
cut,
didn't, I wouldn't be able to work.
really, you have to be cert.
Well, like here's the thing. If I had an erection, I would bleed. If I fucked for an extended period of time, I would bleed. I don't want that on a scene.
Because of your foreskin.
Yeah, because of the
if we
scar tissue that
fuck,
I built up
do
on my
we not
foreskin.
bleed?
Oh, okay. So it was due to just the wear and tear you had put on the foreskin.
Pretty
You
much to
you
the
had
point
like
where every time
cauliflower ear of your penis.
Mhm.
like I had a Ric
It
Flair
was gonna
forehead, but on my
bust.
penis.
Someone
Okay.
slapped it and it just busted.
Yeah, because I was like, I was circed as a baby, and like as an adult, I just imagine like what would it be like if I was uncirced. I can only
Dude, it is fucking gnarly because the stitches that I had on that thing, I couldn't even jerk off or stroke it for 2 months,
couldn't
which was
imagine.
agonizing.
Well,
And like if you even if you had an erection at that point, that's gonna be fucking gnarly too. Like
yeah,
it's not
Yeah,
but that's
like
even
based in
my
my
that's based in red pill now is no fap like you can semen retention.
well the
really.
funny thing about it is too is that I I've gotten extensive plastic surgery and they didn't necessarily go through too many pain pills for it. They didn't want to give me any. The circumcision hurts more than getting tits and having my face cut open.
Really,
Oh my God, I can imagine, dude.
that's yeah. Damn, it's a lot of work being trans. It's a lot of body modification.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but look at you now, you know.
Look, yeah. I mean, look at
Take a
you.
look at me now. The-
Yeah, we're just red blooded, cisgendered American men over here with little penises.
yeah, I'm howling at the moon tonight. I'm going
Y-
after this. I'm going out in my backyard. I'm gonna have Rebecca spray me with a garden
Yeah.
hose. I'm not gonna be able to go to bed.
No, yeah. You ever see those trans ladies that can fuck their own asses?
Oh, I wish I tried so
It's
hard.
called a didgeridoo, I think.
You think that's
Uh,
whoa,
there
I think
whoa,
that's what
there's
a
a
whoa.
male
didgeridoo is.
there's a male porn star that can do it pretty well, except like it's because he has like a legit 9 inch dick flaccid that he can just easily like curve that
Who
into
is
his
this, that
ass and
guy?
then
Is it
get
that guy
hard.
Danny D?
No, Hatler Gurius, Ink Fit.
I saw 9 Inch Dick Flaccid at Edgefest last year.
Not.
I'm all into 9 inch males, you know?
Yeah, I guess you don't have to be a trans woman to fuck your own ass. It's just the only people I've seen do it are trans women.
You don't
Yeah.
have to be a trans woman
You
to fuck
don't.
your own butthole.
Yeah, I mean, when I say fuck your own ass, I don't mean with a dildo or your fingers or fist. I mean with your own penis. So sort of like creating like an Ouroboros with your penis in your ass.
Poor Boris.
Exactly. You have to like curl it around your balls and then like angle it into your
Yeah,
ass.
you
It's like
have
a
to you have to
a
you have
yin
to
and
have
yang.
like a 60 to 70% erection. It can't be fully stiff. And then you gotta
Right.
like
Oh wow.
yeah,
So
and then
like
you gotta
have you ever
like
seen guys do like the wristwatch trick?
yeah, and then you gotta like wrap it around your balls, like curl it around, and then push it into your ass, and then
You're
sit
good.
on it. That's how you fuck your own.
No, however, like coming that way is going to be pretty difficult because it you're not going to be able to really do much.
Yeah, it's not impossible though. I mean, where there's a will, there's a way. You know, you can.
I mean, hell, you could probably just use a like one of those magic wands on the head of your dick and come that way. I've done it a few times.
A Hitachi,
Mhm.
yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. But you look, folks.
Dalton's
If you're
not into that kind of pleasure though. Jamie Dalton just yanks him out as fast as he
the
can.
Hitachi, I don't goon. I don't use toys,
He doesn't beat around the
dude.
bush. He doesn't edge at all. He just
It's a
he doesn't have
sprint for
fun with
me.
it.
It's a sprint, not a marathon. I'm
Jamie,
yanking.
like when you come finally, like after not coming for like, getting really close,
Yeah,
like a bunch
edging
of
or
times.
gooning.
Yeah,
Yeah. Dalton doesn't do that shit.
I've done it a couple times in my life, and it just the
It's
reward was
the
not worth the effort. It's
it's
like eating
Well,
crawfish.
oh
here's
dude,
the
no.
thing. Like I can do that, except I have a short refractory period. Like I can get hard again in a matter of
Mm-hmm.
seconds and not even lose my erection and keep on going. I just like coming. So I can literally just crank one out in like 2 minutes
Well,
and then
yeah.
keep on going for as long as I need to.
But
Hell
you know
yeah.
about like, it could be how much better it could be.
I've done it. Like again, I've said I have like those marathon 36-hour long sessions where I'm like jerking off
And then
and
you
fucking
finally
myself.
nut and it's like, gah.
Nah, I finally nut and I'm just like, fuck. I just fucked up my week because now my sleep schedule's fucked and I ruined the day that I was gonna go do shit with my girlfriend. And
So
now what am I gonna do?
your girlfriend is a like a how do you call it? Like a natural woman? Is that
Cis woman?
this woman? I'm sorry. I
It's all right.
I'm the best I
Regular.
can with phrases.
Yeah.
Is that so that what's that like?
I mean, I've been dating her for 16 years ever since I was 14. So if people want to do the math for that, it's
So
pretty.
romantic.
Wow, that
Yeah,
is
I know.
amazing. I mean, hats off to you guys. That's bravo.
Yeah. So what was her? How did she take it when you transed? She was cool.
We were having a rocky period in our relationship prior to me coming out, and we were probably actually going to break up if I didn't come out. It made our relationship stronger, actually. Like, there was a moment where she thought that I was just going to go leave her for a guy, but I'm very much more sapphic on that end. I prefer the feminine body, I prefer females in general, whether they're cis or trans. And frankly, I wanted to make things work out. So, I mean,
Wow,
that's why I'm still with her.
that's amazing.
Nice. Yeah. So
Well,
she just
it,
wanted you to be yourself. That was the tension was the
right.
living the lie.
That's such a cool story.
Well, I'm definitely an outlier because all of my friends in the industry, like
Right.
their wife divorced them or their girlfriend dumped them the second that they came out.
So they don't want to
And
hear your love story. They're like, yeah, dude.
yeah, I'm definitely an outlier there. And frankly, I feel like I'm on the better side of things because I'm hotter. So I mean, like, I'll take it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's interesting. Yeah, because like it's also like a relationship like yours. It breaks the minds of the Jordan B. Petersons because like
right,
Well,
yeah.
yeah, for
That
sure.
too.
how are you gonna be trans and fuck a pussy? You say how you
Easy.
gonna
Watch
be
my videos.
trans and fuck a pussy? It's me, Jordan B. Cosby.
I was about to say, is that Cosby?
And the girlfriend's now the boyfriend,
he
and the
does
boyfriend's the
he
girlfriend, and the
the
switching and
boyfriend is the
swapping and the
girlfriend.
swapping.
The only thing that I will say that was difficult is my girlfriend's family doesn't like me.
Oh, well,
Um,
of course.
but the funny thing is, they kind of didn't really sort of like me before either way, because they thought that I
Oh,
was
really?
A practicing Jehovah's Witness, and they're Catholics. I'm like, I don't practice shit.
Oh, they're
Um,
Catholics, so they're hypocrites anyway,
Yeah, I
bro.
practice gooning. I'm at the
yeah,
altar. I'm at the altar of the load.
admittedly, I'm a sex addict, so like I've been able to monetize my addiction.
Mm-hmm. Um, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'm I'm trying to monetize my addiction for just attention, just podcasting and just begging people to like me. So, I guess
We're all attention whores.
that's true. That's very true. Yeah. What was I gonna ask? Oh yeah, so does this seem he's got like JBP specifically, Jordan B. Peterson, he's really hung up on trans stuff. He's sucking cock, right? He's trying to
Oh
get
yeah, like
He
it's one of
has.
those things where if you protest too much, like priests or politicians, there's there's a reason why it's a common occurrence that you just generally end up finding them getting bent over and fucked or just sucking dick.
yeah. Yeah, who was it? Jimmy Swaggart? Was that the
Well,
guy?
Eddie Murphy,
Or yeah, Eddie Murphy. Yeah,
who
he
like
because
90 who 60% of his like first two specials was talking about faggots and just like, oh wow, okay, shocker.
yeah, he was like, I don't like faggots. Look at my ass. Just fucking it. Just
Let
fuck
me get
my
in
ass.
that
Don't look
in
at
the
it.
swamp, Shrek. Let me get in that swamp.
Let me get in that swamp,
Well,
right?
let me just say something for people to think about. Some of the porn stars that I mentioned, Eddie Murphy may have possibly allegedly reached out to them.
Oh yeah, yeah. You hope we're not gonna name
I'm gonna
names
get fucked
here.
silly.
We're not naming names because I want a career, But you've told me some stuff about some people who may or may not be high profile who
Yeah, which we
have
don't.
a
Yeah,
have
we
a
don't want
bit
to
of a
say.
proclivity for woman penis, and you know, I find that interesting. Very
Especially
curious.
with how much they protest about it and how much they don't want them in their sports.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Yeah, the kind of people who
I
make a
would
bit make
swap.
a
I
big
would swap
stink
boys.
about these sorts of things, and who may or
Yeah,
may
The
not.
kind of
But
people who fled California and then went to somewhere in
the kind
Texas.
of people who are ruining the city of Austin right now with their bullshit.
The kind
Uh,
of people who have a mothership of sorts.
that place sucks. By the way, it's so fucking like inaccessible. It's
Austin
like
is shit.
Austin sucks now. Yeah, Austin sucked for a long time. Like anybody who's lived there for a while will tell you like well this city already was like starting to suck and it really fucking blows now that all these LA people have like invaded. That's a real invasion. That's a real immigrant crisis. Is the
No,
LA to
100%.
Austin.
And Dalton, you could probably speak on the matter. Shit has gotten infinitely worse ever since we had the exodus of people from New York and California move to Texas and just drive up everything in terms of prices.
Yeah, they've driven up the price of everything and like the quality of what they do is like not adding anything of value to those towns because like Austin, I think philosophically should exist as a like arts community. It's like a college town slash like weird art place. And that's like the whole keep Austin weird thing. That's like the idea of keeping the town weird is you got the lizard man and you got all the kooky shit going on there. And so for like the most mainstream, just mass market fucking entertainers and tech guys to move in, it's like, well, the town's not weird anymore. Now it's just a hub for capitalism. It's not. It's
I mean,
not.
the only weird thing about it is that we have somebody in a wheelchair that's so hateful towards everybody else,
Yeah,
just
great.
yeah,
governing the
but he
people.
literally didn't
Fucking
he get struck by lightning?
No, a tree fell on him. So God did
tree.
that. That was God's will.
That was God being
Yeah,
like, dude.
yeah. Now he's fucking. You trying to? I hate the language they're using where they're talking about like this immigrant thing going on where they're like it's an invasion. It's like who's fucking an invasion implies that there's like an attack happening on the country.
Yo, I'll be right back.
Where
Sorry.
you go, where you going?
Well,
You gotta go jack off.
Yeah, yeah, I got you.
Okay.
what I generally hate about that though is that they're pulling away from the major issues. Rent and mortgages have been going up, and nothing has been done about it, and nothing will probably be done about it. Healthcare is inaccessible to people, but let's talk shit about immigrants to distract people.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's like the worst it's ever been because like I remember growing up listening to like AM radio in my dad's truck, and there was always this like constant fear and anxiety about illegal aliens.
Frankly, if
That
you lose a job to to like an undocumented just immigrant, you probably have a shitty job.
yes. Well, that was Stanhope had that bit about it where he's like, if a guy who just got here who doesn't even speak the fucking language that we speak is more qualified to do your job than you are, then you're. He said something like you're a loser of such epic proportions. It's like he doesn't even fucking speak the
Exactly.
language. Yeah,
Well,
but
it's
it doesn't seem like it's even really about that. It's just hatred. It's just like fuck you. Like, why do you think you deserve a better life?
no,
I
exactly. And that's kind of one of the things. There's a lot of gatekeeping in the trans community where they don't like non-binary people, at least the elder trans people. And I'm just like, listen, just let them live their fucking lives. Like it if we can make it easier for some people than it was for us, why shouldn't we?
that's my thing is like, look, there's a lot that you've said on this podcast that's grossed me out and made and scared me. I have to reckon with these things. But I mean, at the end of the day, it's like, why can't life be just available to everybody, and why can't life be easier for people? That's like fundamentally, like, that's the thing. Is like, ain't nobody trying to hurt nobody. People just trying to live their lives and pissing each other's asses. And it's like,
Everything
what's
I
it?
do is consensual.
Yeah, what's it?
So
What's it to you? That's the thing. Is like all these guys who go on and on about this. It's like, why are you still trying to like? Why are you still trying to fucking press your thumb on everybody? It's like we should be Star Trek right now. We should just do Star. We should be doing Star Trek and have like cool
if there
space.
is if there is alien life, they're seeing the way that we operate as a society and just probably said fuck that planet in specific and just keep on
Well,
going.
that's the show. That's in the show is the prime directive that we see from the point of view of the Federation of the human race is the Federation is not going to interfere with a planet that has not reached a certain like stage in their evolution. So
Exactly.
any planet that doesn't have its shit together yet and hasn't achieved like some sort of like warp travel, where they haven't like achieved like harmony amongst their species, they don't interfere. They don't want to fuck with them, and so it's like the interpretation I think you're supposed to take from that is like that's us. Like they're saying like that's this planet now. That if there are these hyper advanced spacefaring civilizations, they're gonna look at us and go, well, they don't even get along with each other. How are they gonna get along with us?
Right. And good old Gene Roddenberry saw that as he was just fucking over the black female cast in the original Star Trek. So true
Yeah,
hero and pioneer.
yeah. But I mean, he made up for it with TNG. We got Whoopi Goldberg in the mix. We got LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
LeVar
Man, that
Burton.
Eric Andre bit.
Oh, the Lance Reddick thing where you.
Yeah, I wanted to be LeVar Burton.
Oh, I wish I were LeVar Burton. Rest in
What
peace.
was it that he said?
He's a,
Reading Rainbow, Warp Speed.
it was something like that. Don't. He's like, don't rainbow
Reading.
read me inward. Yeah, yeah. Rest in peace, to Lance Reddick, the great
Oh,
Lance Reddick.
absolutely.
That was
That was
yeah,
fucking horrible.
that was a sad one. Yeah,
That God, he was so good of an actor.
yeah, yeah. It's unfortunate. Black don't crack, but it does seem to perish quite young. They
But
don't
natural
age.
causes, though, that didn't make sense to me. At that age, natural causes?
That's, I mean, like honestly, that does seem to be more prevalent in the black community. Is like, because Patrice had that joke, and I know Patrice was fat as shit, but his joke was just about black people in general, where he was like, I'm 37 now, which means I'm about 117 in black, in black people years.
Yeah,
Uh,
I remember that. And that and the Pepsi rapist.
yeah, yes. So they do have more of a like predisposition for just like weird like diabetes, sickle cell, strokes, high blood pressure, whether they're fat or not. Um, who knows what caused it? It could be the great conspiracy. That our good friend of the show GI Chase put us on to the food conspiracy that in these like low income communities where a lot of black people live, they don't have access to quality nutrition, and so it could be that. Could be
They
that
don't be
they're
getting all the nutrients and shit.
yeah, they ain't getting any nutrients because if you grow up on a diet of nothing but like Arizona iced teas and fucking microwave burritos or like whatever they're Dollar General food, then like whether you're fat as shit or not, you're just pumped full of nonsense. Black people can't afford to shop at Erewhon or Whole Foods, HEB. They can't go to those places.
I feel like I'm a bit of an, well, maybe it's just genetics again. I'm a bit of an outlier because I'll just eat junk food, but not eat a lot of it. I'll just count my calories and just sustain a life of fast food.
Yeah.
Of
Yeah, yeah, shout out
and
to Mexico. This is a win for Mexico. I found this out recently that I think in like 2020, Mexico overtook the United States
Diabetes.
in obesity.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna
fuck
say
yeah,
diabetes.
Yeah,
si se
Mexico.
puede.
Si se puede. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mexico is the most obese country in the world now.
Sorry.
Respect.
Yeah, which I don't know because I like that kind of checks out because when I worked at Home Depot and I was like servicing all the day laborers like all the Mexican guys, they would come in and just like buy
Did you
like
service them with your
I
mouth?
served I sucked them off. Yeah.
Not in the way that I do,
Yeah, no, I
but in
just
a
I
way.
just rang them up at the
Okay.
register, but they would buy like pallets of fucking Mexican Coke and Takis and like candy and shit, along with like whatever lumber and whatever they were buying. So it's like the Mexican diet seems to comprise mostly of like Coca-Cola and
How
chips,
many fat little Mexican boys have a stomach ache right now from too many
too
Takis?
many Takis. I don't even like
No,
Takis.
they don't have stomach aches from that. They just
They
ask
don't. You
for
don't get
more.
stomach aches from having too many Takis.
No, because we have like cast iron stomachs for that shit. There's
You
a
don't get the
reason why we
ta-
love the spice.
you don't get the Taki tummy ache.
Yeah, I get it, dude. Yeah, I get a Taki tummy ache.
I don't get a Taki
Well, you're not
tummy ache,
Hispanic.
but I don't like Takis. I prefer Flaming Hot Cheetos.
Yeah, but I'm Italian. I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but that doesn't necessarily translate.
no, I guess you're
Yeah,
right.
you eat spice, but that's not necessarily like the incorporated part of every meal nearly.
No, yeah, not at
right.
all.
Yeah. I mean, I grew up. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I grew up in Texas, but also I have a lot of family that's Mexican, so I'm well acquainted with spice. I grew up eating spicy food, so I don't get a
Oh
Taki
yeah,
tummy. Yeah, I don't get a Taki tummy ache, but you
I
know,
prefer hot Cheetos.
exactly, Flaming Hot Cheetos.
You like
Uh,
Mexican food though? Like Mexican cuisine?
Well, that's what I fucking cook all the time.
Oh,
So,
really? What's
she's Mexican.
No, I'm just. I mean, some people are not about their.
Elotes, elotes.
well, I mean, like he does have a point. There is some people that are like first or second generation removed that are might as well just be white people.
I got
But
a,
Yeah, I didn't know
I,
how. Like, I
yeah,
mean, you know how to make like a chicken mole?
yeah,
Yeah.
I
I
got a
mean, that's
cousin who is
all right. Now we're talking
I
I
think
could
food.
send you my
second.
recipe.
I got a cousin who's like second generation Mexican, and he hates spicy food. He just like
I
cannot
love
eat it.
Mexican food so much.
Yeah. Oh, Mexican
My
food's
my
awesome.
my sister's
Top
fiance is
three.
like that, and it is fucking obnoxious to cook for him because it's like I'm cooking for a toddler or have to like modify the food that I'm cooking for my family. And it's just like here's the food that we're getting today, bland as shit because of him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, man, that sucks.
I love a good Mexican restaurant. And look, granted, I'm a white boy. I love a Tex-Mex restaurant. I love going to Abuelo's. I love going
I
to
can't I can't fuck with Tex-Mex.
yeah. I love getting dude, you bring me chips and salsa before a meal. I'm already pretty happy. Chewies, I'll fuck up a Chewies.
Yeah. I love
Dude,
that kind of
I
shit.
love
I
Chewy's,
mean, I
dude.
like getting bread before a meal too, but chips and salsa is like a really close second.
Yeah, but I mean,
See,
it's
I love getting bread in general, but
mm,
Yeah.
that's a
You
different
just like
meaning.
getting breaded on.
I love getting that bread. Yeah, Patreon.
Well, no, I mean like somebody just coming inside of me trying to breed me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's very submissive and breedable. Yes. But it's a Tex-Mex is a whole is its own thing because like if I'm going to a Tex-Mex restaurant, it's because I want Tex-Mex. If I want Mexican food, I'm going to a taqueria. I'm going to a nice little hole in the wall that has no air
Yeah.
conditioning and serves everything in styrofoam.
Yeah,
You
that's
know,
how you know it's good.
and so it's good. Yeah, they got the fucking Gritos blaring, just why, and there's no air conditioning. There might be a plastic fan, and then all your food comes in takeout.
Yeah,
I love it. Yeah.
Hmm
beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah, I love a Grito. I love a Tejano music.
You mean a corrido?
No, a Grito. Is that what I'm? Is that's what I'm thinking of the wah hi hi.
Oh, I thought you were referring. Yeah, I get it. I thought you were referring to basically like Mexican gangster music, which is corridos.
No, Grito.
Machistos.
No, the grito is the like the mariachi, the Tejano scream, the
Yeah.
why.
Is that the same as machistos?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Machismo? No.
no, corridos are literally like cartel operation songs where it's just like they're talking about people have literally been killed because they do the stupid shit of actually confessing to the crimes that they saw in their songs committed
Shit.
by actual people.
Nice.
So
Yo,
you'll later just end up,
have you seen that that Cholo Goth band? Um
yeah.
Prayers?
Good Charlotte.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's a band, Sal, there's a band it's Cholo Goth. So it's like cholos, but their fingernails are painted black and they're like wearing makeup and eyeliner and shit.
Yeah.
It's Cholo Goth.
There's also like cholo metal, which is like there's a Mexican like Metallica tribute band.
Yeah.
So it's Taking Back Domingo instead of Taking Back Sunday.
Taking back
Yeah,
Domingo.
Taking Back
Yeah,
Domingo.
so Jamie, what so damn, how
In
long
the worst
we've been going for a
way.
while. We've been going for a while,
yeah.
but
I'm probably not going to cook dinner. It's going to be a McDonald's night
I
for
I
tonight.
appreciate you being a trooper. I guess we'll wrap up here soon. I guess I wanted to dive a little bit more into just besides the porn stuff because because I'm culturally we'll wrap up with this because you're what, Chicano technically,
Mexican,
Mexican.
like straight up Mexican. My father was Mexican. My mother was Mexican.
Okay, and you were born in the States.
Yeah, but I
Okay,
think Chicano's mostly a Californian thing. I would just be, I
I
guess, Hispanic.
But
I
you
was under the
identified as like Latina,
impression
right?
What's that? I'm sorry, Sal?
Latina, what you would say.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
I
Because
was
it
under the
covers a lot of
impression
things.
that Chicano was like border people, like because that's like one of my favorite bands at the drive-in, and that's like their whole thing is like we're Chicano, we're from El
I
Paso.
I don't think anybody in my family has been referred to that. We're pretty much just Latino, Hispanic, Mexicans.
Okay, I'm not. Hey, like I'm not trying to force an
He's
identity
hating.
on you.
But I
I'm
mean,
just trying to.
but I mean, it is what it is because technically, I'm looking at it. The meaning is American of Mexican origin or descent, especially man or boy. So probably not.
Yeah, because you said you like spent some time in Juarez as a kid, and
Right.
Juarez is like the demarcation of Chicano, where it's like if you grow up in El Paso, you're Chicano because you're Mexican, but you're not Mexican, and you're still too Mexican to be white. So you're like
Pretty much.
you exist in the realm between realms, which would be Chicano.
Yeah, the Phantom
Except
Zone.
strangely enough, like in porn, they have me labeled as white and 19 years old, which I'm like, I'll take it, I guess.
Yeah.
But I guess I'm racially ambiguous at this point. I don't know. I just thought I definitely didn't pass as white, but I guess I have that on Lewis.
Sexually ambitious.
Yeah. If I was a drag queen, I would be Rachel ambiguous.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Um, what is
So, can I book you to read to my kids?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Okay.
but she's trans, not drag.
But I mean, I'm sure there's a well, I guess it's not drag, yeah, if you're
It's
trans.
not drag, it's trans.
Okay.
Sal,
Yeah,
these
I mean, like I'll pull a Sasha Grey and read to school kids.
did she do that?
Yeah, she did.
Jesus Christ, dude. What is she up?
Yeah.
What is she doing? She's
My
reading
wife
to
would
kids.
definitely
Well,
be down for
this
that.
was when she retired from porn though, and she was still getting shit for it because she genuinely is a good person and does a lot of community service. So they kind of gave her shit for doing that kind of community service.
Okay. I look, I have no qualms with
She wasn't clout chasing,
I have no
that's for sure.
qualms with Sasha Grey. I don't think I would have made it through my teenage years without
I
her.
would definitely let you babysit. I'm just
Yeah.
saying, you seem like you have
I'm
a good head on your
I'm
shoulders. You seem like a smart
I'm
girl.
good.
Like,
I technically take care of my brother's six kids from time to time, so I'm good with that.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Damn.
I
Yes.
I just much rather be an aunt
Are
instead
you
of
the cool
being a
aunt?
fucking pretty much, yeah, because I always gift my nephews and nieces like stacks of like basically I just give them stacks of money for their birthday.
Hell yeah.
That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, that's really the best gift there is. People ask,
Yeah.
"What do you want?" You don't want to say it, but it's like, I just want your cash.
Yeah. And
Just send your cash.
now you
It's
got
like
them big
Bush when he's like,
old
"Just send your cash."
now you got them big old titties, so you can do like the auntie thing where you like pull the money out from between your tits.
Like Elaine, you could send him a picture of your tit.
Hmm.
No, absolutely not. Like I can't even like there I am so far apart from like I don't even want to hug my nieces and nephews out of the bullshit that's gonna happen if somebody just like protesting that shit. I'm just
Yeah,
like,
because someone could just make
hey,
it.
not exactly, exactly. It's just like, oh my God, the tranny porn star is hugging a child.
But at least you're like like two steps ahead of it, you know?
Yeah.
If anything, I'm a good PR person because I generally always advise like my friends in porn what not to do or how to do
Mm-hmm.
damage control, which they never fucking listen to me. But nonetheless, I can tell them how to actually handle a crisis
Sorry.
step by step to not like cause more problems.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
Yeah.
that's at least you're the
literally my
voice of
job.
reason.
Well, that was my job in insurance. I was a mediator and a negotiator at that point. So like
You're a
de-escalating
meat eater.
situations came
Now you're a meat eater, yeah.
like de-escalating situations came natural to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you seem like you got a good head on your shoulders. And look, it's always the people that try to position themselves as the protectors that are actually the villains. It's the priests, it's the preachers, the televangelists that are actually the up to no good. The porn stars getting pissed in people's asses. You know, I trust you with my kids.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Just don't make any public posts about it and just like give a thumbs up. We're inclusive. I let Jaymee Castles babysit my
Yeah.
children.
No,
I wouldn't
I'm
do shit
not.
like that.
Yeah, no, I'm not trying to prove to people that I'm an ally. I'm not. No, I'm not doing that gay
I'm
shit.
trying to find a reliable
I'm just
babysitter. You
trying to
got to
find a
understand.
reliable babysitter. Yeah,
I
I just
just
need.
need
I'm
someone that
very
I could,
much overpriced, unfortunately. Like
Yeah,
my I think people are just generally shocked about those rates.
I might use you to like piss off my mother-in-law, but that'd be the
Oh,
only
that I do. Like I
that'd
do
be the
that with
only
all my
thing.
friends.
yeah, yeah,
Like I
yeah.
love showing up to somebody's Christmas party, which I don't celebrate because again, I was raised Jehovah's Witness, but just showing up there and just being the tranny porn star who they don't know that their kid is also a porn star.
Nice.
They about
That's
to find
cool.
out, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, that's always the fun part. Like it's always a ticking time bomb. Like, so how'd you two meet? Oh, we were working. What do you do for work? I do porn.
There you
And
go.
like I let them think about that for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you let that marinate with you
So yeah, it's always like what's implied that's more horrifying than what's actually honestly
and
though.
what's actually on
I
that
Well,
gotta
I
be
mean,
honest
like
with
porn.
you.
I know
Talking to
my dad was
Jamie.
happy.
Go ahead.
Oh, go ahead. No, I was gonna say I know my dad was happy when he found out that I wasn't a total bottom. It was like, oh, thank God.
Yeah, that's cool. I mean,
Yeah,
yeah,
I mean, I guess from that perspective, I guess that'd be the best case scenario from a that kind of
yeah. I will say that,
perspective.
like, you tell people you're like, you're trans, you're a porn star, they probably start seeing, imagining what that might entail. I will say the extent of my imagination did not go to the places
Yeah,
that you're actually going. Like the stuff you described, I was like, yep, that's beyond anything I thought was happening. I
yeah, that
couldn't,
was a really different perspective, honestly,
yeah,
than what I've seen.
yeah.
Oh,
Like
by
you,
the way, something that I do actually want to pitch and hustle to anybody that's making it this far. I do offer consult for men, women, trans people. If you want to get into porn, I can actually give you a seminar on that. But just so you know that my time isn't free for that.
a
So hit me
a
up on my business
seminar,
email.
I
a
want to.
semen.
What
Yeah,
if I want to
exactly.
do it,
Wait,
but I don't want
hold
people
on,
seeing
Sal.
my
Sal,
dick?
hold on, Sal. Jamie, what's your business email?
Book JaymieCastles at gmail.com. And also my website where you can find me everywhere, come.run and JaymieCastles.com.
There you go. JamieCastles.com. Come dot
Beautiful.
run. Book. Wait, was it book Jamie Castles
Gmail.com.
at gmail.com?
And come.run.
Come dot run.
Yeah, I know. I got lucky on that one. That was funny.
You sure
That's
did.
good. That's about it. That's as good, if not better, than come dot town. Come
Almost as
dot
good as
run.
come.go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that one was taken. I did not want to pay $1,600 for it.
Mm-hmm. But
Yeah, that
come dot
sucks.
run is good. JamieCastles.com. Book JamieCastles at
Is even better.
gmail.com. And then, obviously
You're on.
patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. This has been a long one, but I think it is enlightening. I'm interested in hearing these perspectives. This is why we do what we do here at the network.
More than happy to be back whenever you want me back.
Jamie, you're a friend of the show. Open invite, obviously. I would love to hear more stories because I feel like we just scratched the surface. And I really
I mean,
appreciate
hey, if I
you.
can make like anybody else uncomfortable, that's always fun for me.
Yeah,
So
make
invite
them
me whenever you have
uncomfortable,
somebody that
but also if you can make people feel more comfortable in their own skin, if they can achieve the same awakening that you did and accept themselves, because that's the thing is I try to, Christ himself walked with whores and sex
my people.
workers, yes, and I try to live the life of a Christ-like existence as he did, uh, and so
That's
all
beautiful.
all of
I'm
my
trying to wash them
friends.
feet.
I'm trying to wash them. Honestly, Jamie, I'm trying to wash them feet. um,
Yeah, Jesus definitely had a foot fetish.
Do you do foot
yes.
stuff?
No?
Do you do foot stuff?
Well, he washed people's feet.
Yeah.
No, I
But
mean,
he said, do you do foot
do
stuff?
you
Is what
offer
Sal is
foot
asking.
services?
Oh yeah, absolutely. I cater to everybody in their fetish so long as it's not necessarily too like uncomfortable for me in those situations. Foot fetish, I love those. They're
Yeah.
some of my
Yeah.
best customers.
Did y'all see that picture that was going around Twitter yesterday where that lady, it was like these two ladies like laying on their backs with their pussies in the air. And this lady had she had shoved her feet into their pussies and was like standing on top of, like,
Like
in,
Yeah,
shoes.
I saw that. I saw that.
wearing them like shoes. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
just
love it.
pussyfooting around.
You pussyfooting
Just
around.
pussyfooting
That
around.
was nobody got what I tweeted where I said I want to put on my pussy shoes.
My pussy shoes.
No, Jamie.
My,
Yeah,
my, my,
Jamie.
my,
I
my.
really appreciate you doing this. This
That's
was
perfect.
very fun. And I think now Sal and I are now more acclimated to what's up, and
Yep.
we got to go pray on this. But I think we're more comfortable with what's with the world now. We're more
Yeah.
worldly,
You
and
want me to
so
lift up the shirt before we end this, though?
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Nice. Look at
God
him.
bless
God bless.
America.
God bless the doctors in
God
Mexico.
bless the
God bless
troops.
Mexico.
God
God
bless.
bless
Yeah.
Mexico.
Hecho in Mexico. Yeah, those are good. Those are good titties. Some twisted transistors.
Yeah.
Tonight, I'm coming undone.
Want to just do a rating right now, Dalton?
On Jamie's.
I
I'll
mean, I
do. I'll do a professional rating. I'll do a video.
10.
Hell yeah.
I'll do one. Yeah, I'll do one on, I got to take to my study and like work on it.
Some tens
Um,
I
there,
mean,
girl.
let me just do this to make it easier for the crop, just for the video in the stamp.
yeah, there we go. Yeah, I can crop that out. I'll take that to my cell phone and do a nice little video review on these bad boys right here. These
DDAs.
these trans milkers, well, some almond milkers. Um,
Formulas,
My
if you will.
positions.
what'd you say, Jamie?
Formulas, if you will.
Formulas, yes, exactly. Formulas. Some fortificat,
Nah, I
some
mean,
some Nestle fortificatas. Anyway, yeah, Jamie, I'd love to have you back on soon.
Absolutely.
So
Me and my girlfriend are big fans of yours, so I'd be more than happy to have her next to me for the other
yes,
one of these.
Venus, yes, who also is
Yes,
a
follow Venus Sunshine 9 everywhere. She works with anybody trans, cis, so definitely hit her up for work if you're in the
yep,
industry, people.
nice. Yes, Jamie, we'll keep in touch. We interact all the time on Twitter. We have a good time there. But that's, hey folks, that's the show. Patreon.com/cornfed with Dalton Pruitt. Jamie, once again, thank you.
very nice meeting you.
God bless.
Likewise.
Inshallah. And I love you, audience. And end.